Hello, friends, foes, familiars. How are we all tonight? I am Dragons Are Cats. I am your host for this evening, this morning, late night, brunch, or afternoon tea, mate. Or even smoko, if you are so indulged. Yes, we are currently doing some out of this world Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and we are currently raising money for the Unicorn Foundation, which is a organization that is here to fight against NETs, or androneendonic cancers. I just fucked that word up heaps hard. I butchered that so hard. I'm just going to put this over here and not touch it, and I feel so bad. But yes, so we are, as you can see down below, we are trying to raise a little bit of charity for NETs through the Unicorn Foundation. What does that mean for you as a viewer? Well, your kind donations could help our players by giving them a D10 healing dice, a D12 Bardic Inspiration, or a incredible 15 months streak sub with no sub badges, unfortunately, but hype in the chat for that. Thank you, VK.
Which donation is that?
That's the good egg one. That's the good egg donation. That's the really good egg. I only have one emote. I've been saying it for years. I'll get another. Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened. I need to talk to an artist. But yes, thank you so much for reading in. Yeah, with us tonight are our players. So let's get the difficult ones out of the way and bring them back into our orbit so we can brew that tea. Joygasm, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm running on low amount of fuel right now, but I got this. I am Tabaxi. Shit. I am role playing as a Tabaxi right now. As you can see, I'm not furry. What am I doing? I'm playing D&D. I'm now on my standing desk, so to keep me awake. It's now active. First time I've used it, by the way. How's it going?
Gravel Storm, Desert Legend.
It looks like you're playing as Gravel. What about Cloud? The player's Clouds.
Design gravel-based legend.
Here we go. What about right?
SpongeBob.
You're on The Simpsons or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I was up till like 1:30 last night doing my desk after climbing, and I got back home from work, finished the desk and set up, ate dinner quick, had a 20-minute nap, and now I'm here. Let's do this.
Woo! Yay! Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Next up is Boneweave, aka Luke.
Oh.
Tell us about your character and what you're up to.
Oh, Luke. I'm Luke, playing Casimir, the Tiefling illusion wizard. Recently, he's been killing dragons and making deals with devils. And I think we're going to cover that more when we kick off.
We will. And with us tonight also is the incredible BM Curfew. Unfortunately, Brad couldn't be with us tonight.
Brad couldn't.
But BM Curfew is.
Okay.
Hi,
everybody.
I'm sorry, I just can't get over the Robbie shots.
Yep. Yes, I'm here as well. I don't think I can live up to everyone else's shenanigans. But I'm just playing Belvin, the Dragonborn Paladin. I'm just ready for this game.
Yeah, cool. All right, so let's dive straight into tonight's game. I know it's not our usual time, but good on us for some keeping it consistent, maybe. Anyway, let's dive into tonight's game of Dragon's Brew D&D. So,
At least you'll never see me close my eyes when I fall asleep. Just sit right here and fall asleep in this one position. It looks like a hot mess, but it's alright.
You are a hot mess.
I don't know how to turn it off. How do I turn the virtual background off? How do I do it? I'll just be space. It'll be
Okay.
fun.
Go into space. You got this. You got this. So,
Help.
help. Use the help action. So previously in Dragon's Brew D&D, our illustrious party of friends had their keeps attacked by what was called a Neverwing Dragon, a creature from beyond the beyond time and space to a place called the Void, that went to reclaim its fallen brethren in the form of dragon masks, which it did. It reclaimed the black dragon mask from Belvin while also claiming his life, in which Belvin was reincarnated as a black dragonborn, due to his connection and corruption from the black dragon helm and his shield, the Dreadwall, which contained the essence of a powerful ancient black dragon, Black Razor. After the reincarnation took hold and Belvin was back to himself, a horrid low vibration struck across the land. This signal, this feeling, like a drop in air pressure before a storm. We are late and we are consistent. A few days late, yes, but we got there eventually. Thank you, you two. Thank you. Yes, Sassarel. Viridian sass. Monsters. With this signaling sound of dread, a rider appeared from Daggerford. His name, Tannic. This Tannic brought word of a flight of dragons from the inland eastern areas beyond Daggerford, to which our party answered the call, and in the battle, unfortunately, we Sandstorm lost Gobbles, and Ikram, with the help of Enki, saved some of the townsfolk, and Belvin slayed the dragon. Finally. Oh, fucking Patrick. It's really weird that his tonsils are just there, man. It's really weird.
Get it? Patrick Star? There's heaps of stars in the galaxy.
He's done one. Fun fact is when Kyle does this, everything goes space because he's the same color as the wall.
You know what?
Don't do it.
Roleplay as a crow.
I will stop this.
Please do. Robbie still doesn't know how to turn it off though, but Kyle does. What's going on? Kyle's supposed to be the untechnical.
You just click none.
That's fine. I'm being ignorant on purpose, guys. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
On purpose.
Might want to sign into Roll20 as well.
I couldn't fight in 2 seconds, so I gave up, guys. I got a good one coming soon.
Still not a Roll20.
Still not a Roll20.
Not like this.
After their victory and defense of Daggerford, there was a small thank you given by Lady Morwen Daggerford. Though she was more concerned with the current plague of people and the constant threat of raiders, she could only give you her thanks and gratitude for answering the banner call. She told you that she has fears of raiders within the hills, and thus and thus could really contribute much through any sort of reward or protection as their keep has been destroyed. Though,
I mean, we didn't do it for reward.
no, of course not. You did it. You did it for the.
Wait, we didn't?
No.
Cause
We,
you didn't get
during the
none.
call, we've pledged our allegiance to
To Lady Morwen. That's
Morwen.
correct.
Yes. So
Still waiting on that protection from Daggerford, though. In our
Well, I mean-
times of need.
well, I mean, how quick was that attack that
It
we
was
had?
like a few minutes. Come on, they could have made it.
That was,
Well, I mean, technically, they had that one guy come from Daggerford a little bit after. Oh no, that
Yeah,
was
just like, oh, by the
sorry.
way, we
That
need
was-
your help now.
Sorry, that was the next day. Yeah.
Ah.
the life. Anyway, you guys had a nice, relaxing week off. Some more than others, to be honest. Actually,
Repairing the keep up.
after the initial attack, you hear word that the Cult of the Dragon's activities recede and focus on isolating territories and city-states from with their draconic forces. You hear of mercenaries dominating roads and farmlands at some points over the course of this week, with the attacks keeping large cities like Waterdeep isolated, and the use of coin is vital. You hear words of the yes, because he's out of this world. I will show myself out.
Of this world.
That was pretty
Please
quick.
don't.
I am now Spain.
Wait, what do you mean, kinda?
Hey, Trevor.
Sup, Triple? Thank you for stopping in, buddy. So, on this seventh day, Casimir, you've exited the tent. You've just come out of the meeting with Lord Volmer, the Bone Devil you spoke with. Triple, thank you for the host. Legend. A desert legend.
Hello.
Question about this. So, Casimir went away by himself somewhere?
On
So I had
So,
a
like-
dream of like a tent, like a red tent, and like I reached out for it, and then I got teleported.
Okay.
But it
That's
wasn't far. It wasn't far from the keep.
no, only 5 miles.
That's all right. Just I wasn't sure if you just left yourself, like
No.
physically or no. Okay. All right. Cool. No, that's all right.
So usually after your morning routine, Belvin, you know Casimir's up by at least 9 o'clock.
At night.
Yeah,
Wait.
around about that.
Morning, in the morning.
In the morning.
Oh, Belvin's been awake for a few hours then. if that's-
He catches the tail end of breakfast from Ramsey, but he's always there.
Oh yeah. Well, Belvin also goes for swims now in
Hmm.
his morning routine.
And you are exceptional swimming as well. With the use of the tail, you can swim nearly twice as long and twice as fast.
I do the underground passage. A few
Just
rounds.
2 laps.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just doing, hey,
Swim up
Joey's
the
back-
waterfall.
Yeah. Like just turns it into his own circuit.
It's just like a treadmill.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
much that's exactly it.
him and Ikram have races. He turns into a fish or an eel. Something like that. Something ridiculous.
Mate,
That's what I said.
if Rob was here, we would roll for it to see who wins.
We would have a race.
But
You
if you
would
roll
have a-
now and he can't, doesn't that mean you win by default?
No.
Unless I roll really bad, then no. Natural 1, still win. Even though I'm like up against a wall.
Easy. Yeah. What the
Hmm.
hell?
So over the past 10 day, Casimir has been working hard, along with Ikram, to create stone and refabricate the broken parts and rubble of Riverguard Keep to reconstruct it and rebuild it. There are some furnishings that need to be replaced. However, with incredible use of magic, you are able to repair your keep in less than a week.
In that time, because I know Belvin probably can't really help with that, he would try to go out to the townspeople and make sure everyone else is all right, like, you know, with the inn and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Just try to be
What's
like what
the
he normally
Lord
does.
doing?
Go
the-
out to the people.
All right.
What's
So
the Lord of the Keep doing?
we'll ask what the Lord of the Keys do in a second.
I don't know. It's, cat nap in the treasury room.
So Sandstorm somehow got the key and is now sleeping on a bunch of pile of treasure in the treasury,
Typical.
nursing wounds.
Honestly.
Dragons are cats; they sleep on
Yeah,
valuables.
I was gonna say they
Exactly.
sleep on jewels and shit.
Exactly.
So,
I just wanted to find out actually, this is the real reason. I've been through so much shit lately. My wonderful gobbles. Was it Solar Wing? I forget his last name.
Something.
we had a-
Yeah, I think it was Gobble Solowing.
Died. So another, and then the town burning reminded me of our hometown. And Greenus, is it?
Yes.
And I just wanted some time alone. And the one place I know where I can fucking be alone is if I have the key
The treasury.
and I'm inside the treasury because no one else can be able to open it. So I go in there.
What do you mean? How do you lock it from the inside?
It's magic.
magic.
Magic that Sandstorm definitely knows.
Bullshit.
Yeah. And literally, I'm just like, I'm in here. No one can come in here, and I'm just laying down.
My picture of your magic is literally just writing a sign and say "Do not enter."
Yeah.
Like that's.
Damn, so, okay.
I've
Oh,
locked this. I've locked the door.
I cast stab.
and-
Someone
and,
knocks and then they fall over because they got a dagger in their back. I said, "Do not knock."
Deadly.
Yeah.
Then pretty much it's a sad sandstorm in a room locked away until and I pretty much told Belvin, I'm like, Belvin, I might be I'm just gonna go. I pretty much told him and I was pretty sad and I walked off. And he knows where I am. He's the only one that knows where I am, but he knows I'll come out when I'm ready.
So for a lot of this time, Sandstorm himself has just been wallowing in his own self-pity within the treasury, or within any secluded place he can find
You
himself.
can't be unhappy with money. No, it's not that nice.
Why don't you just buy another Gobbles?
Oh, you can't just replace Gobbles. Gobbles is more than a pet.
Typical Casimir response.
That was the Luke response.
I wrote a song for
Definitely a
Gobbles.
Casimir response.
I wrote a song for Gobbles.
You've,
Gobbles was my friend. I loved him more than a pet. I miss him. I'm still working on the lyrics. I kind of just made it up on the spot.
I couldn't
so
tell.
from a higher from a higher battlement within the keep, on top of the keep itself, Belvin, Arenas comes up to you and looks up at Sandstorm and says, "He's really taking this to heart, isn't he?"
I don't think he ever truly had
Heart?
something
Holy
like Gobbles, like something to care for, like for Gobbles. So I think he took it especially hard because it was his first
Oh yeah, I've always been like the younger brother.
creature
and stuff.
companion. Let's
Yeah.
just say. So, just give him some time.
Burst
Wounds like
Patsy.
that heal over time, but
And I've rarely failed as well. Like I've rarely failed to protect people and stuff. I always sort of like, you know, I'm always there, apart from my mother, obviously. But
And your other mother.
mother, that's like I was a kid. You think. How old was I? 6? I guess no.
no, probably not even that.
It's like looking back on your history, it's like, oh shit.
Bastard.
Well, let's not dwell on that, all right? Don't bring that up to him.
As a 4-year-old to Baxi, you could save your mother or your tribe.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Now I'm the king of Mesra. I'm coming back to fuck shit up. Where's that dragon?
Where's Orzam, I wonder?
Is that
Go
the
find
name?
that. That's your original tribe. Remember?
I can't remember.
Where are they at? Like, where'd they live?
In the desert somewhere.
We still haven't found her.
Nope.
No, we haven't ventured there yet. Next year.
We haven't unlocked that area yet.
but
Belvin,
yes. So yes,
as you travel around Riverguard itself, even the settlers who have known you for moving into the area know that you're pretty much the right, like the go-to, the person to see. Basically, hand of the king style responsibilities in a way. If Sansam's not available, even the guards and people will go to you or to Casimir. Ikram's always the kind of like, oh, she'll be right, mate.
I think Casimir is kind of like the
I handle like the logistics.
yeah, that
Belvin's
stuff.
like the man of the people.
Yeah.
Master of the coin.
Everyone has their strengths.
Yeah, everyone has their strengths in a way. But even within Riverguard, within that first couple of days, you will, especially after the attack, people treat you with extreme caution still. Even a couple of the people who work at the fishery give you just frowning glances whenever you swim past and tell you to get away when they're trying to fish and you're swimming through their area.
True, they would be up at that time, so. Because I was gonna say, I'm like, oh, that's way too early for them. Like, no, fishing guys, they get up pretty early, so.
As you go off and explore into the hills as well, if you ever do, to just make contact with Daggerford as well, if you're going into with the supply wagon, guarded. What are you doing? He's doing something. Regardless, you're not allowed into Daggerford in a sense if the guards first see you and you're on your own. Even if you say you're from Riverguard, it kind of draws a bit of a sting in your heart until Tanik actually, up on battlement, calls out and allows you to enter. And then Tanik escorts you and walks with you through the town. So even though people give you a wide berth, they still stare at you in disbelief. More so just for what you are than who you are.
Yeah. And like, you know, he's always a caring person, and he always wants to help somebody. If there's anybody who needs like even a minor help, he'd generally go up to him and be like, "Do you need help with anything?" He'd still go up and do that, kind of forgetting.
Yeah, you see a wagon being unloaded, and as you go up and approach, the man turns around and goes, "Oh, thanks, lad. I'd love to." Oh my god! Oh, right. And he panics for a second, and he sees the guys. And he goes, "Why would you arrest him?" And he's just like,
Jesus.
This is actually a local.
It's
local
and I'm
system
just
law.
like,
No need to panic.
oh, I'm in Daggerford, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say it's, you know,
Within
I'm still Belvin, but that people might not know who that is. So
within Riverguard, it's a different story, but at Daggerford and anywhere else around, it is.
Yeah. But people don't want my help.
No. Yeah. As you're traveling back with the supply train from Daggerford, with what they could get. Yes. You need to do that. I'll send you, Luke. I'll send you a thing.
Your new photo, Brad. Like your sword looks amazing. Like, is that your actual sword?
That's it's a different sword.
That's what I was thinking. Like, why does your sword look fucking amazing? What's going on here?
Well, I mean, it's a sword I'm not using at this point in time.
Nah, you're sort of future-proofing.
But pretty soon it might be.
It looks so cool. It looks so... It reminds me a bit of those like old school lightsabers, you know, the white ones.
But you know, after really feeling, you know, like he's feeling really out of sorts because, you know, people don't accept him, you know, for him to help them. That's all he wants to do, and you know, he doesn't feel like he connects to people anymore. So he kind of has a really like more of a sad look on his face when he kind of walks around now.
Do you reflect on the way Casimir and Sandstorm grew up?
Yeah,
You
I
understand
mean,
now?
a little bit, yeah. And it's really because you guys grew up with it, but Belvin was always, even from a kid, he was always a person who would be able to go up and talk to people and stuff. But now he can't even do that. Now he's feeling a little puzzled, Even just one night, he's just kind of in his room, on his bed, just kind of kneeling down, face down. He's just like, I'm still Belvin, aren't I? Just. And then it just kind of looks at his hand, and then just
Everyone's
like,
sad.
and then just punches the wall,
Yeah.
and then he feels like the ringing and the feeling in his hand. He's just like, and then just clenches his fist, and then just kind of just sits in his room a little bit. It doesn't really, during the day he doesn't really go out and talk to a lot of people like he would normally. After like a few days of trying to communicate and stuff.
During that time, Casimir and Ikram would be sitting in, doing basically all the recreation of the keep's structures. Nickel and Cyrus will be basically the leading hands on all the projects as well, doing the majority of the skilled carpentry work and laboring.
Have we got like a mason yet or anything?
You do have a blacksmith, Colvin,
Okay.
but you don't have a mason.
A blacksmith, a carpenter. Okay.
Mason's next. It's raining outside. That's great.
Exactly, son.
Exactly. Recreation. All, are you talking about the kobolds?
Shh! Don't tell them.
So, Casimir, on this 10th day, as you come back, you realize you are 5 miles away. You are just in the wilderness. You can teleport or you can fly. It's just from being up in the air, you gather that perspective of how far you are away.
Well, how long is it going to take me to fly?
Flying, it's probably going to take 5 miles. It's that.
Like,
So
a couple hours?
Yeah, it could take you 2 hours.
Okay. It's probably a good chance just to sort of fly and then have like a bit of a look on the terrain to see if anything odd's going on in the surrounding areas.
Make a perception check as you're flying around.
18.
18. With that, you find in the this northern shrubbery area that you're flying through, there is one large section that's being really padded down through the dense grass, and you can see rolling in it with big leathery wings flapping around to the side is Tyrus. And he's an adult in his dragon form in the woods, having a big old roll around, scratching scaly back on the grass, on the sharp shrubberies.
I'm just gonna keep on flying.
And he's just...
I don't want to get his attention at the moment.
Just sail on past, keep going through, and you arrive back at the keep.
Oh, yeah. You have other armor though, don't you? Like you had your old regular plate armor.
He's strapped together some sort of stuff, but I wouldn't really class it as like proper armor.
Okay.
Because he's a bit different build now.
We had a week, and we have our own forge.
Yeah, he's got it's not. No, he wouldn't be able to use.
Well, the forge would have had to be repaired, and a lot of other things would have been fixed due to a Neverwing stomping on it.
Belvin was still trying to do, domestic stuff with like people.
Yep.
Trying to talk to people, and then he was a little bit
taken aback,
reclusive the last little bit. So
Casimir gets back to the keep. You actually You see, the keeping all now is near former glory. Belvin, you are approached by Colvin. Actually, comes knocking on your door.
Come in.
Opens up and goes, "How you doing, Belvin? You're looking. We haven't seen you for a couple of days."
I've been better. What can I do for you?
I just thought it's a quiet morning. There's some new horses on order. And we're a little behind in horseshoes, so I figured, why not come distract yourself? Come on. Be fun. Put those skills to work.
Sure. I can do that. And he'll follow.
Follows. Casimir, as you approach the keep, you notice Belvin walking in line with reclined stall. I love it. You see Belvin walking in line with Colvin Bronzandical, the dwarven smith, approaching the central building at the smithy door. There is a cart at the front of it now. It's basically where all the banged up weapons and utensils and basically garbage has been now stored in need of repairs. And it's just a very slow, methodical recreate, repair, renew, reconstruct of a lot of the little tedious hinges and such.
Okay. A lot of the metal stuff, yeah, was it?
A lot of metal and just general repairs.
Of what, like the wagons wood? Would it be wood?
There are some like wagon wheels that need to be reconstruction and put back in. Just little tedious tasks that a 4th level spell's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, you're all right. I'll help with a few things like that.
Casimir arrives at that point. Sandstorm is on the roof, strumming away on his guitar. Or his lute. He bought a lute over the week. Actually, he took claws on strings. What am I saying?
Yeah, to avoid all his sadness, he took up a new hobby to distract himself. At this great track, he's like, oh, I don't know, they can't have recordings, can they? Do they have, is there a way to have a magical recording?
There are some
Marvel?
there's some terms and magical items that can record.
Or is there is there vinyls and stuff? Is that a thing?
I wouldn't say there's vinyls.
You
just
can invent it.
You can invent
somehow, I heard some amazing artist, and I was like, what's this amazing artist listening to? And they're like, I think it's Theodore Silvertongue. I think it was.
At the mention of Theodore Silvertongue, Claws on Strings pipes up and goes, oh, you know Teddy's work as well. Have you ever tried the lute, my friend? My lord.
I thought, I'm feeling a bit sad lately. I'm gonna try to take out and try to learn one of Theodore's songs. He has many classics, doesn't he?
He does. Like the famous song, My Star Corpse.
Yeah, that one.
It's a bit of a sad ballad, but it's wonderful.
Oh shit!
It's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of a sad Stairway to Heaven song.
There's also the other, the track about Where Is My Sister? That one's also a pretty good one.
Oh yes, it really makes me feel like drinking wine.
Yeah, and then there's this weird one. It's like I'm feeling like a monster on the inside. I don't know what that one. I'm not sure what the monster is, but there's something.
He puts his
like a metaphor monster, or physically he was a monster. I'm not sure.
He puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "It's open to interpretation, my good friend, but for the way you've been acting recently, if you have something stirring inside, we're all here to help you and talk it out if you wish."
Thank you.
What that?
You are now one of us, brother. We'll rebuild together, and we'll fight back. They can burn many of our cities down, but we'll keep coming back.
I know. Here, how about to pass the time and stop being so melancholy? And he holds out his lute and goes, "Here, have a try."
Oh yes.
Don't rip the strings.
Oh yeah, this is pretty good quality. How did you keep this in such good quality over the times in the jungles? No, not much corrosion on the
This
strings.
is not Bag of Nails.
This is claws on strings.
Yeah.
The one from Daggerford.
Mate, did you just assume all tabaxi are the same?
All right, no, I'm kidding. But let's not get. So, make a dexterity check. Let's see how quickly. This is for the week. Let's see how quick you pick up.
Okay, here we go. I haven't done downtime rolls in like forever too. Okay, which one? Just straight dex?
Straight dex.
Is that the sound? You're part of the band too.
It's like you begin to like at the start of this week. You get the first couple of chords to Adam's song, but you're stuck on that. You're just stuck on do 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 do. So it's just a lot of that through the week.
Where's my sister? I'm lost in this horrible world. Something like I think lyrics something go. So I don't know what the horrible world is like. But the world's quite nice here. I'm not sure which other world is. You know, maybe it's just being dramatic. Maybe being dramatic, not literal.
Possibly, yes.
So much like inside fucking shit going on.
People are just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Prairie scamper. At that point, Casimir's returning from flight. Ikram's with Osho out in the fields, tending to what remaining garden there is and helping it grow.
Where's Casimir coming from?
Casimir is coming from the north. So as you go to enter, like if you're walking down the in between the buildings that then loops around a corner to head towards the main gate of the keep, if you look to your right in the air, Casimir will be flying in.
Don't remember Casimir saying he was leaving anywhere.
Suspicion increase.
Well, after seeing that, Belvin, because Belvin would have been on his way to going to that place when he saw him come in, would he?
Yeah.
I'll catch back up to you. I'm gonna just go have go see Casimir for a sec.
Of course, Robert, of course. When you're ready.
I'm gonna go try find Casimir.
He's literally flying up in the air. You can step on the turrets of the wall that's been recently repaired by him and flag him down.
He's just like I would have landed on the roof because he just like he wants some time to think basically.
And then Belvin can see him up there. Did you did you give me a ring already?
Yeah, I would have given you that. So you can send a message or a sending.
I was going to say I'm sending him. I want to send it.
True.
You can send a message for one charge.
Yeah.
Just after, so we'll say that just after the attack of Dagford as well, Casimir presented each of you with a improved Ring of Whispers.
That's the ring he's going to use.
You don't have to attune to it either. You just
Sick.
put it on.
It's the Riverguard Club ring.
It's the river ring.
Casimir. I didn't know you were heading out. Where have you been?
That's a message, right?
It's a message. Not just yelling from the bottom.
I'd just like poke my head over and look down. I'd fly down to him. It's like, well, yeah, I didn't plan to head out. I've been having these some odd dreams, and I was summoned through these dreams. Not too far, fortunately.
Summoned? Who summoned you? Or what?
His name was Volmar. Lord Volmar, he told me. A bone
Okay.
devil.
A bone devil summoned you through a dream.
I was quite surprised myself, to be honest.
Okay. And what did he want?
You remember the cloak?
I remember that cloak fondly.
Well, he offered the assistance of himself and other devils in exchange for that cloak.
So he asks you to retrieve it, and once you do, he will assist you in something?
Assist us in fighting Tiamat directly.
Ah, so he specifically said that. Said Tiamat. Oh. But can that be trusted though? He's a devil.
Well, devils are devious, but they are true to their word.
They can be under particular circumstances, but I mean, what is your opinion on that? You met this devil face to face. How true were his words?
I couldn't tell if he was lying. Well, I didn't sense any lies or falsehoods in his words, but as you say, devils can't fully be trusted. But there might be merit in taking up his offer. After seeing the recent destruction due to the horde of dragons, I think we need all the help we can get.
Well, do we, if anything, do we have a lead on where this cloak is anymore?
I've been going over the tomes. Do you remember the ones we picked up in the library in Dragon's Keep?
Yes, the one that had the succubus in it.
That's the one.
And it wasn't. She was the one that gave you the cloak. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember this place now.
I might have found a hint to track it down, but I'll need more time to be sure.
Okay. Well, I mean, do we want to pursue this, or do we want to have a look into possibly going after the cult again after this recent events? Because I don't know about you, but I'm itching to start cleaning up this cult once and for all.
I agree, but based on what we saw, I don't know if we'll be able to take them on. I think we need to talk to our allies.
Well, I mean, gathered, yes, we need to, but we also need to know where to look for the cultists as well. Like, at least the main head of the cultists.
True.
We do have a contact in the cult itself.
True.
I'm just saying, Talus could help us with information on whereabouts. But instead of me just doing it, I'm gonna ask you, Casimir, because I feel like there is a little bit of trust we need to build a bit more between ourselves.
Why do you think I'm being so open about this recent ordeal?
Exactly. And I'm trying to reciprocate.
You both get inspiration.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't had inspiration in a long time.
Yeah,
so.
same.
You guys just
I
make
don't do
up.
many inspirational things.
You just hug and kiss and make up, guys.
It's just like,
How-
holy shit.
Actually, I've been meaning.
That really
how-
escalated.
How tall is Casimir again?
It's like 5'10".
Oh, okay, so
So you'd be towering over him.
yeah, I'm like 7'1".
You'd be
right
like,
now,
oh, hey.
At this point, Sandstorm's on the main keep's roof as well, in the main turret.
Kaz didn't even notice. He just like landed on the roof and he was just like, just thinking to himself before Belvin started talking.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, if you need time to figure out where this cloak will be, and we could weigh up. And if you want, I can contact Talus, and maybe we can weigh up our options there. Before we make any big decisions, do we want to bring Sandstorm and Ikram?
That's what I was about to say.
Okay.
I don't think
Alrighty.
just the two of us should make any decisions by ourselves
Alright.
regarding Talus.
Well, I can. I'll go around and I'll summon them all into the main chamber.
The freshly repaired chamber.
Yes. I'm pretty sure our main chamber is like where we eat.
Yeah, it's
It
a
was partially
grand
damaged.
Yeah, it's a grand hall kind of deal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. So Sandstorm's actually near Casimir. Oh no, Casimir was up there. He's down now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could just message them. Or is it only one
Send
charge
it.
actually
Yeah, there's a limit to the charges per day.
with the message?
The message is unlimited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the message is unlimited, but at the current time, the what's it called?
The sending is 2 charges.
Out of
Yeah,
4.
sending-
And it has 4 charges, so you can use. Okay, so you can use sending twice.
But you risk breaking it.
Yeah. Make it 0. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. Message is free. It's a cantrip.
Hell yeah.
So
So everyone's texting now?
Also,
Yeah.
it does have an extended range, 500 feet. Extended range.
Holy shit.
sick.
Wow.
Message does.
Yeah, the message on the rings have extended range of 500 feet.
All right. Well,
Need to put up like some
if you wanna,
towers, extend the range on it.
if you wanna contact Ikram, I can contact Sandstorm to meet us.
Oh,
Sandstorm. we need to talk in the main chamber.
When do I get a phone? What the fuck?
You look at your
Oh,
ring.
hello? Hello?
How do you work this thing?
What's
You had the original.
You're the one that had the original.
Hello, who is this?
it's Belvin.
We get the whole. We get the new upgrade.
Do we have to talk into the ring?
I think it's in your mind.
Yes. Because if you're messaging, because you got to whisper.
Yeah, you got to whisper into like your hand for a message.
Hello?
So I can imagine.
What are you doing? What's up, mate?
Sandstorm, come into the main chamber. We need
Okay.
to talk about some stuff.
Who is this?
Yeah. I think you have the wrong number.
You can reply to this message.
Damn it! I'll reply. Well, yeah, I'd have to. I just do it.
All right.
I mean, you could afford it if you want. You're like, no, I'm up here, and then I literally would come get you.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything in particular.
And it's just us 4.
Okay. As you guys come in, you have Samuel and Alton. They're currently going over some of the finances of the
Background music there.
and going over some of the finance of the keep and just going through the ledgers and just Alton's kind of giving him the rundown of it. Samuel's quite like catching on to how the keep works quite quickly. As you come in, there is the guard James. James is George's friend. Remember from that accompanied you to Daggerford? He's
Yep.
currently by the doors and up on the keep walls is George with his crossbow. So they're basically guarding the doors at this time, and James lets you in.
Yep.
So the keep opens the door for you. Claws on Strings does follow in suit. He's just been playing some one of Teddy's greatest hits.
Belvin's just actually not
which one of actually?
not even with people he knows is pretty close to him right now. He still doesn't feel confident in talking up.
Oh no, Alton,
like
you
this,
have to trust
so-
Alton. I'm not sure.
So he's just gonna gesture to Sandstorm or Casimir's just like,
Do we even
Do we-
know Claws on Strings, really?
he's been here for a while.
Strings can get the fuck out, to be honest.
We
Yeah.
only met him like a couple of weeks
The
ago,
other
didn't
two,
he?
though,
No, he came-
we've been through.
He come in
Year and a half ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say through
Was
the
he?
year break and stuff.
Okay, cool.
It was
Yeah,
before
but we don't really know him that well. Like Alton's,
Yeah. No, he definitely needs
they're
to
like
get
yeah.
out.
So he's just like, oh
But
god,
Belvin-
this is a meeting.
Get
Oh,
out.
sorry.
He's just in the corner. Excuse me, get the fuck out.
But yeah, Belvin's just gonna gesture for Casimir and Sandstorm. It's like I think we need to make this have this conversation alone. Whereas Belvin
Well,
wouldn't be happy enough to generally speak up at these times, but he didn't this time.
I
Do you
could.
think Alton should
I
be?
could give us a private message, like telepathically, if we wanted to.
Nah, we can. This is Sandstorm. This is your keep. We can talk. We can have people leave for a moment.
And we can't be scryed on or anything because of the private sanctums.
That is correct.
But like, we gotta let Alton know. Obviously, he's like the person who needs to know everything.
Well, he can know after we make a decision.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Alton,
Like we're not gonna keep this a secret
Jamal?
from everyone. We're just gonna make a decision.
just give us a
first.
moment, please. Thank you.
Puts the big ledger down. He goes, well, time for a pipe break. Gets up and goes, come on, boy. As he, Samuel follows, goes past Casimir and gives him a vouch because, master, keeps on going.
Taught him well. He
They
must
both
be a
leave.
level 10 wizard by now, right?
No. No. Level two.
Have you been giving him
Ooh.
private lessons for the whole time?
I have. Of course, I've been teaching him through Dream.
Yeah, that's right. That is a thing.
Yeah, magic. Magic.
100% efficiency. Don't need to waste my sleep.
Ikram pulls off a very large length of bark from his gauntlets and just treats it like jerky. Just
Casimir looks in disgust.
What?
Just like,
what?
anyway. Belvin?
All right. So there are some things we need to decide pretty soon. There's a couple options that we have. The option I'm thinking is that we try to hunt down a leader of the cult, because after the recent attack, it's getting a bit out of hand with them, and I feel like they're starting to move a lot quicker than what we'd want. So I propose that I contact Talus so she could give us information on possibly the whereabouts of one of them.
We
And we
also
can track that lead.
we
But
need to know what that noise was, the horn or whatever made that vibration. I have a
that
very strong suspicion it's connected to the horde of dragons, because I doubt they would fly together willingly without something to control or coerce them.
that is true. You know, they need a pretty powerful artifact of some sort to control that many.
Yeah, chromatic dragons especially are selfish creatures by nature.
Yeah, they wouldn't follow.
Yeah.
Generally, they're solitary creatures as well. They're definitely following someone. But there is the other option we could follow as well. Casimir, if you want to explain.
Do I have to explain the whole thing again?
Give us a 2-sentence rundown.
So I had a dream, got summoned by a devil. He offered me a deal, and I said yes. he wants me to track down the cloak, which was a pit fiend skin, in exchange for gaining some devils as allies, like in this plane and in hell, like the plane that Tiamat's on at the moment. Which plane was that again? I think it's in the books, right?
Yep, it's in Avernus.
Okay.
The first layer of hell.
Okay.
Oh, Tiamat is.
So Tiamat's currently trapped in Avernus. So if we gain the assistance of devils, they could help us in fighting Tiamat directly. Because devils don't ever like truly die. I think they just like go back to hell.
Yes, but
that's my understanding at least.
Is Tiamat actually a true head of this layer, or is it just entrapped there? Like she's just entrapped there.
Yeah, Tiamat's not like a archdevil, so
No.
she doesn't command a layer of hell.
So the main thing we need to stop, like she could be trapped there. The only thing that could help her get out of it, is my understanding, is from cult.
But in the worst case
proceedings
scenario,
up here. So I think if we stop the cult, then at least Tiamat would never be summoned.
in the worst case scenario though, if
Oh,
Tiamat
definitely.
is to be summoned, the devils could potentially disrupt that from their side.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, if they can truly be allies in this, then
I wouldn't say trusted, but
no.
they could
I
be
never said
useful.
trusted. I said truly
Yeah.
be allies, because I'm not 100% trustworthy on those. You know, they are
I'm
devils.
0% trustworthy on them.
But I mean, an enemy of my enemy can be a friend, sort of thing.
Exactly.
And just as long as they don't want anything more out of us,
Yeah,
no making deals.
we need as many allies as we can get right now.
But that is our options. Do we want to follow the cloak to get these archdevils as allies, or do we want to follow the cult straight away?
Do we know where the cult is?
We might. I'd have to contact Talus first. I don't think there is anything specific. We haven't heard any talking or anything about the actual cultists. I know that you said there's a lot of like bandits and raiders and stuff along the roads, but like actual leading cultists or anything, we haven't heard anything about. Nah.
From the information we have, the cult's basically trying to isolate cities, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just from their trade paths.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff,
like
yeah?
they're cutting off like roads and
supplies
just
and
basically making everyone shut themselves in.
I mean,
They're taking out, they're completely devastating and obliterating smaller communities that don't have the forces, like the supporting towns.
yeah, the farming towns and shit like that.
Like
Yeah.
they tried with Daggerford, and they might try again.
Yeah, that's why I think, we need to put a stop to whoever's instigating this. I do actually, I can't remember if I actually heard this or not. It's the Red Dragon Mask leader that's organizing this.
Severin, I think his name is.
Did I hear that, or am I imagining that?
Because we have met that guy before, or his clone, Simulacrum.
No, not the Red Mage, the Red
the Red
Dragon
Mage.
Mask dude.
Wasn't that the same dude?
No.
Nope.
There's a leader of the red
Actually, no.
Fey
It's
insect.
from a letter we have. That's where we get the name Severin. I think he's the Red Mask dude.
And Talus did say to Casimir on the night of Belvin's death
Belvin's death, yeah.
that Severin is moving his plans along and making his move.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah, that was
and
the night before
Severin's
the attack. Yeah.
and do we know Severin as that mage, or have we not heard that name before?
No,
I
I
can't
don't
remember
think
that
I don't
mage.
think it was that mage.
No.
I don't remember the
What
name.
was
I
the
didn't-
name? I can't
That
remember.
mage goes by the name of Raf Modar.
That's the one.
That's it. Yes. Okay. All right.
But he's like the leader of the red mages with the
Yeah,
cult.
he's just leader of the mages. The ones that.
Oh, that was another thing the devil said. The red mages with the cult are a splinter faction, and the true red mages are aiming to take them out, basically. So they would also be formidable allies, temporarily at least.
I don't know. I honestly don't think we could ally with them. Not after the conflict we've had with them already, and what they've done.
No, but that's what the devil was saying. The ones with the cult are a splinter faction
Of the
red mages.
red mages. So
Yeah.
the proper red
The
mages.
true red mages want to destroy them.
That
Like the cultist mages.
Yeah. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If we could find them at some point, I mean, I feel like they.
I mean, I think they are thought of as criminals because of their magical practices by the wide community. But
it depends. Well, it depends on if they're very similar to the red mages we've known who were doing some shady stuff in that tower. Bit of
it's
experimentation.
something we need to look into before we make a final decision.
Definitely. Well, sorry. What was it? Severin?
Is the red leader?
Yeah. Is the one that Talus said. Yeah. Severin. Yeah, okay, so I did hear that right. Well, yeah, I think Severin is the one that's really trying to push things along. So if we can take him out sooner rather than later, we can at least minimize a lot of this damage that he's causing.
Sounds
But
good to me.
but where his whereabouts are unknown to me, us at this point. So Talus is the only contact I can think of that might help us with that. But I'm just getting everyone's consent on this. Sandstorm, what's your thought on this?
What you said. There is one thing though. We could hopefully strengthen our connection with what's it called? The Harpers by doing that mission.
Doing the side quest.
Yeah.
What mission?
I guess it's a side quest, isn't it?
Which one though?
It's like an assassination. We don't have to assassinate. We can if we want to.
Okay. You're gonna have to elaborate. I don't think I've heard this side mission.
Don't think I picked up this quest.
Sandstorm,
Who was there?
What are you talking about?
I know. So Bellen's the only one that wasn't there. That's right.
I can't remember this.
Ryan, how do you spell it? Say her name. Ryan's Nightshade.
Yep, Rihanna Nightshade.
She's a member of that group. All they want is money, pretty much, don't they?
The Zentarum.
Yeah, pretty much. They just they're in it for themselves, and they want money, and I think we can do a. Let me just.
What do they want money for?
Let me just check my
Aren't they?
Well, they want power. They just want power and money and shit.
Oh, the
Aren't they-
Zentarum.
Aren't they like a criminal organization in Waterdeep?
They're like the black market.
They haven't been.
It's not just in Waterdeep. The Zentarum are like the black market.
They haven't been proven yet, so
From
they're fine,
everywhere.
right?
Okay.
Though
Innocent till
I
proven
haven't
guilty.
heard too much of the Zentarum myself because I haven't really been to Waterdeep too much, but I've only heard bits and pieces.
They're shady as fuck.
Though in Waterdeep itself, Sandstorm also knows that there is a kind of, as the Xanathar is the organized crime, kind of like it's omnipresent there across the north. In Waterdeep, there is a faction, another crime syndicate, or really a mob boss by the name of Xanathar, or the Xanathar.
Okay, and what exactly is this mission that you were given, Sandstorm?
So how do you say the first name?
Zentarum.
Zentarum.
The Zentarum group would like us. So she knows of my because I used to be mercenary for hire. So she knows of my skills and what I've done in the past. So she came up to me and asked if we could take out the head of the Zenithar Guild. And she gave me a nice way to do it, go through the sewers, which I've done many times before.
Which she wants us to take out the head?
Take out, and then if we do that, I think she'll allow us to do more things without restrictions. So that could help us as a keep. To obtain information and resources without restrictions from the law and the land, because they're so powerful in the background. If we need something done, we need to knock someone's house down and get into more land.
Fucking hell.
So pretty much,
are we the bad guys?
No, obviously,
Trying not to be.
On a case by case, we'll do it when
I think.
So we have that option.
It is definitely an option. It's definitely an option. I think if we find ourselves around Waterdeep, maybe contemplate it. But I think making a specific trip for it at this point in time wouldn't be beneficial for us.
Yeah, I thought I'd just update you, brother. So
that's all right. That's all right.
Approached.
As I said, if we find time and we're around the Waterdeep area.
Yeah. I don't know if there was an actual time frame.
No. But Samson, you think around this time, the refurbishments you got on that mana you won in a game of cards against Arthur Saltblinder.
Yeah.
Very done.
Fantastic. We now have a central location.
But I don't think you've told your friends that.
No one knows about that inn.
The mana.
Wait,
So.
you didn't tell us about it.
It's a mana.
I thought,
In mana, same sort of thing.
Oh, right. Make it a brothel.
So I think we're
Make
gonna
some money out of it.
We're gonna decide to have the bottom.
Isn't it in like the rich area too?
Make a high-end brothel.
Yeah, we're gonna have three levels, right?
Unless you've told us about it, then we can't have an input in it.
I'm pretty sure we've. Who was
I'm
there?
pretty sure you've told us.
It was 3 levels, right? It was 3 levels.
Yeah.
And there was like,
that was me showing you after game, so out of game.
Oh, was that all out of game?
That was all out of game.
Oh, okay. So by the way, how have I acquired this again? I forgot how I acquired it.
Won it in a game of cards.
Yeah, pretty good.
Fucking amazing.
It was a high stakes game of cards.
So I won this in the middle of was it in the middle of Waterdeep? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a great location. It was pretty old, now to be done up, but it was 3 levels. So what I have to do is decide how we're going to use this. So this could be a central location connected to our keep.
That's where we can trade the Dragon Brew.
Yeah, exactly. So we could have an inn down the bottom where they come in. We could have an area where people can stay, and up the top, you know what we're having at the top, boys.
Official business.
Yeah, that's what Viridian said.
What?
So like so I don't know, I just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm just picking up these joints here and there, pick up a mana. Like, guys, we just need some names for this place.
Wait.
Dragon Brew Manor. There you go, done.
So
Original.
From this meeting, I found out that you've got a mission given to you by the Zentarum.
Yeah.
And you won a mana.
Yeah, it's just Sandstorm
in a card game.
Sandstorm. Yeah. So now with that,
else?
we're now a bit stronger. If we can do the mission.
I mean, I'd like to say I'm surprised about certain things like this that you haven't told me, but I'm kind of used to it. You generally don't tell me stuff unless I find out myself.
It wasn't needed at this
Growing
time.
up.
We've been a bit distracted lately.
Kaz whispers to Belvin, "Fucking nobles." Oh wait a minute, you're a noble.
I was gonna say I was like a little bit of a noble myself.
Look at Ikram, fucking nobles.
What?
And technically,
I'm like Ikram.
Ikram's like used to be a dragon god or whatever it was.
I'm just like, am I the only normal one here? And he remembers he just got summoned by a fucking devil. God damn it.
No one's all on Dungeons and Dragons.
Ikram does look around and says, at some point as well, I should probably look at dealing with that golden barrier that was around that other god plate in the Wood of Sharp Teeth. Yeah, I should probably do something about that. Oh, by the way, I have no access at all to whatever golden claw powers I had. I can't fly anymore.
You never really used that anyway, so we're fine.
Yeah. Wait, what
I mean,
changed?
unless I was a bear. Do you remember the flying elk? That was badass.
No.
Can you still turn into an elk?
I can still turn into an elk. He turns into a giant elk right there.
I was gonna-
Not on the table.
It's Ikram, Chamber. No, get off the table.
He sits, moves up on the table.
Can't talk to this guy.
God damn it.
Sometimes. Okay, let's get back to the matter at hand. What do we want to pursue at this point in time?
We need information. We can't track down the cult because we don't know where they are.
If everybody's happy, I will contact Talus and ask her if she has information on Severin.
I wouldn't say happy, but I think it is our best bet.
Look, if she's helped us so far with some information, so I know it's still a bit of distrust, but if she can keep helping, it'll be beneficial for us.
What the fuck is going on?
What?
Just a chat.
Has it gone off the rails?
It always goes off the rails.
Southern Viridian are making NPCs for your brothel.
They're making hookers.
Oh. Everyone needs to.
So,
No,
Actually, we could every follower can submit a prostitute NPC.
No, don't fucking ruin tieflings in this game.
Well, if you look at Dragons and Cats, there is now a section for this.
they're escorts or ladies of the night.
Tieflings
just your kind of tiefling.
more than likely would probably do it because they struggle a bit in bigger towns because of the scrutiny. So
No more tieflings.
I mean, red tieflings are fine.
Sure, they can do whatever they want.
Anyway, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna message Alice now. If he's yep.
Put on group call or speaker.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah. Everyone just leans into
They're all
it.
listening to the ring.
and it's bloody FaceTime. And so hey, it's me and the guys here.
Hey!
It's just like
Father's grandparents.
Okay.
Sharpening my ice daggers in the background.
Okay, so it's gonna be
anyway. How are you gonna contact her anyway?
sending.
That's only a text message.
It only needs to be a text message,
Okay, cool.
which you can reply to.
Well, she has the spells for it
Yeah.
because she's done it before.
Okay, it's gonna be Talus. It's Belvin. We were hoping you could help us with the location of Severin. Looking to end this soon.
Got 4 more if you want to say anything. K,
Lots
love
of
you.
love. LOL. Lots of love.
Hope you don't die.
And okay, wait, 4 more.
Very important.
Um,
Don't fuck this up.
I believe in you. Done.
YOLO.
You receive a reply. Belvin. I'm sorry, I need to lay low. Severin has traveled to the astral sea.
Hmm?
I'm trying to isolate Varum.
Varum. Okay. All right. So Severin, so Talus replied and said she's laying low at this moment. She told me Severin is in the astral sea, and she's tracking down Varum. Did she say Varum? Yeah, Varum, which I don't think I've
Do we
heard the
know that name?
I believe you do.
It's not the green dude, is it?
It's not the green dude, no.
Nah, he did.
Dead.
But he came back.
Nah, he did.
No, but he came back.
Let's see. Raf's letters.
No, he did when he did.
Yeah, no, he died, but they brought him back.
Or did they end up bringing him back? Maybe they brought him back to make him dead again because he fucked up.
No, they brought him back so we could make him dead again. And kick his corpse.
No, you don't know. You don't know who Varum is.
I'm gonna guess it's like a leader. So we know. We didn't. Did we know who the white leader was? We
Not
didn't. But
Talus.
Talus gave us the mask, which the white leader would have had. So she either stole it or killed the leader. The red one's Severin. The green leader, what was his name?
Neurovane.
Nervain. The black one was
Resmir.
Resmi, which
So they're gone. And the blue one,
we don't know the blue one.
yeah. So it could be the blue one or the white one.
Possibly. We don't know the
Was it-
state of the white one since you have the mask, which
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really asked how you got that.
I just got it from a fan. Sent it in the post.
Okay. You're gonna have to elaborate a little bit for me. How did you get the white dragon mask?
Pretty sure we did cover this. Didn't we?
Not really, because the attack happened
The
like
attack happened.
an hour after that.
Conveniently.
It all happened real quick.
Your sister sent it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna say that I think that's a sign of it is good faith and trust. In a way,
Can't buy my
Powerful.
trust.
that's a powerful artifact that she could have kept for herself.
Can't buy trust. But it's a start.
I'm not saying you to trust her completely now, but I'm saying I think she's got a good standing at this point in time from what she used to have.
It's improved from rock bottom.
From what she used to have. I will take it.
Anyway, she was trying to track down Varum.
Yep. And Severin's in the astral sea.
Do we know what
Do
the
we
astral
know
sea
that?
is?
You can make a history check. Actually, yeah, you can make a history check.
24.
Nice.
So, in between all the multiverses, the different planes of existence, something has to fill that space. The astral sea is that.
Astral plane.
Beyond, you know that beyond the astral plane, beyond the sea of stars, is the nothingness of the void.
Yeah. No, I was going to ask
The
if.
furthest reaches of the universe where.
So is the void part of the astral plane?
The void is beyond the astral plane.
Okay,
It's
so
further.
it's like a separate layer.
Yeah, it's further. It's like deeper in.
Yeah, that's the nothing. That's the nothing of the universe.
Okay.
Okay, well, why would he be in the astral sea?
Well, the astral sea links planes, right, Carl?
Correct.
Is
So he might be looking to make a connection between
a contact?
our plane and Tiamat.
You also know that the when Kalos contacted you, Casimir, that they were attacked by a Neverwing as well, that then flew off into the void after taking the green dragon mask. And the black
Wait, who
dragon,
did?
the cult was attacked at the same time.
How do we know that?
Alice told you.
Talos told you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do not remember
shit.
that.
That was when she was panicking, saying that her sendings aren't getting through to Belvin. We've just been attacked.
Oh, right, yeah. Because he was dead.
He was dead, so couldn't reach
Temporarily.
Belvin. Had to reach here.
Mhm.
So, and that dragon, basically, that attacked your cave and took the helm, claimed it as his brethren, and then put it basically into a dark void-like pocket that his hand went into, and then his hand came out, and the void slipped away.
Okay. So if we want to go after Severin, we need to find a way into the astral sea. Or we could look for another leader.
Well,
Oh,
we
Thank you for the sub. I need to get more sub badges. Thank you for the subs, man. Be seeing you later tonight for Dicey Spice.
Oh yeah, might actually stay up and watch that one this time.
Yeah, I'll be there with you.
Since I don't have to get up too early.
On that note, while you guys are pondering over a decision, we'll go and take a break. We'll be back in just a quick jiffy. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and it's going to be wonderful. So, BRB, friends, foes, and familiars, and I'm sure, look how horizontal Joy Gasm is.
He's beyond horizontal.
That's because he's ready for bed.
He needs to go even further beyond. Ah! And he falls over.
Oh, good. All right, cool. I'll be right back.
Actually, what's this trial? I'm just thinking of since Viridian Knight said that. What's the Cliffwell trial? I don't even know what that is, and it's the
Make
title
it to
of
this
that.
trial. Oh, that's the remember the bad nobles in Waterdeep, the Cliffwells?
Oh shit! I didn't even know there was a trial going on.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen at some point, but it
I-
basically depends on when Kyle gets around to it.
Well, I was gonna say when
Or we get around to it.
Have we got a message from that? Because
No.
I don't think we've ever been told that they're actually going on trial. Like, there's enough evidence.
You know what
against
I think's going to happen? I'll get a message and be like, "Oh, hey, come to this trial right now."
them. Well, I mean, we can teleport to there, can't we? So,
Yeah.
So.
Who needs a bed when you have an?
Oh no, that means we're gonna be going to Waterdeep.
Yep.
Look how far back this chair goes.
Oh, that means we're going to have to do
That means we're gonna have to possibly do Sandstorm's thing.
mission.
Oi.
Wow, that looks so comfortable.
Is it?
It's terrifying, but this time how the chair does it because it's so heavy on the bottom.
Yeah.
Wait, Luke. When Carl
Yeah.
and stuff was talking about Zentarum and stuff, I'm just like, this feels so similar.
Welcome to Dragon Heist.
Yeah.
Fall asleep.
Except,
He wants a tea. I'll get him a tea.
I think we're a bit over leveled for Dragon Heist.
yeah, I did think that. Except level 10.
Alright.
Yeah.
Be right
Yeah,
back.
you guys get your things.
Go get
I'm
your
just-
things.
I'm
We
just
got.
here sweating my fucking balls out.
Why aren't you wearing a singlet? Am I the only one here wearing a singlet?
I would, but I was just wearing this through the day, so I just kept it on.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
But
yeah, you guys are pointing out all your little quests and everything. It's wonderful.
Well, I do.
I remembered, Kyle. I remembered even in this, and I can't think.
I know. I love you and thank you for it.
See, I think we're doing a very good actual talking between players.
Look what happens
Like
when you don't
characters,
have
sorry, not
secrets.
players,
Oliver.
characters.
When you don't
Between-
have
yeah.
secrets, all is well.
Yeah, everything's coming out. You guys are becoming friends again. When was the last time you guys sat down and had a talk?
I don't think we've actually sat down and talked. Everyone's been doing their own thing recently.
Hmm.
So,
I think you're doing wonderful work.
oh yeah, I think everyone's contributing very nicely.
Gonna just give you a little. What the hell?
The bottle looks fucking cool though. That looks so cool.
That looks real cool.
Oh.
Now,
Hey,
I
son,
must cry.
I'm gonna ban Sun right now. Ban. Oh shit, you're a moderator. Shit. I
You
can't.
can't dance.
Damn it.
Well, I mean, they're
Nah, I
not
wasn't
wrong.
gonna- I wasn't gonna ban you.
Sun definitely is not wrong. It definitely took the death of Gobbles.
But like, it wasn't gobbles, right? It was like,
I think
Just
it was the
bad.
whole situation. It was the whole like 2 days that we had where we were attacked by a fucking Netherwing and
yeah.
Belvin dead, and then literally straight in the next hour or two going and killing a dragon, and then Gobble's dead, and
It was a
I
lot.
forgot
And you
to
like,
sit down stream.
it was a lot, and you guys were just like, "Yeah, nah, we're done."
yeah, we need to start actually
Working
rid of this
together.
cult. Getting rid of this cult. So
I forgot that this was a pro dab stream. I'm out of here.
Dab for us, Robbie. Dab, joy.
oh yeah, there might be some Anki stuff coming. in the
Yep,
future
there's some.
without giving much away.
No, not at all. And let's just bring up another wonderful piece that we've had today. If I can get it, drag it in. But we're not on stream, so it doesn't matter.
What?
But if you go into our Discord and check out the art, you'll see brand new art of our Dragonborn Paladin, Belvin Serpental.
I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. That
He
looks
is-
fucking sick.
He looks so good. The sword is incredible. The shield is fantastic. The head frill is just perfect.
Oh yeah, I was just like, oh, it's gonna be like a mohawk frill thing, and then he's still got like the Dragonborn stuff. So it looks so good.
It looks so wonderful, and the great sword is just off.
I wasn't sure how it would be drawn because there's so many different like how it looks. So many different pictures. I've tried to look through them, but hey, I was like, fuck, they did such a good job. How about the purple crystal on the end?
I love that little addition. I never would have thought of that for.
Because it actually
that
it has
great
it.
sword.
It has it. Oh, and just so you know, if when we decide to leave, there's going to be a scene of Belvin in his room, just so you know.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Hello, Scarlet. How are you doing tonight? Massive hearts, hugs, and love to you. How you doing? It's dope. It is dope. He is a dope Black Dragonborn boy.
All right.
Yeah.
Be right back.
You go do the thing. I'll talk to chat. Oh, looking forward to that sword. Don't worry. So am I. Yes. Viridian, you know Belvin will always hold you. But yes, let's talk NPCs for a possible manor or brothel. Let's talk about that. Scarlett, if you want to jump in on this, we're thinking tieflings or elves. Throw me your NPC ideas. Yes, I am outsourcing right now because DM. And that's just what DMs do. Sometimes. But you don't have to. Only if you want to. I mean, I could sit here in front of you if you want, combing my hair. Oof. Purpled hair, goth elf girl. Done. Is she a dark elf? Are we talking drow here? I'm going to say drow. No, of course, son. Of course, it is 5 a.m. Of course. I was an hour into work at 5 a.m. this morning. It's not fun. I've been awake ever since. Like, no mic? Do you have your window muted? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Ah.
That feels much better.
That entire hour and a half was much better. I'm just saying, that was some great roleplay. Good work.
I was talking about the singlet now, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Just gallons for days.
No sleeves.
I mean, you got to jump on that hashtag D&D fitness bandwagon.
I mean, if I remember to take photos and stuff when I go to the gym, then yeah, and post it. But I generally get there, work out, go home, and that's it.
Look, I'm the exact same, but I haven't been to the gym because I've just been working dumb hours.
Oh, I will admit, I haven't been to the gym for about a week now, so.
But I have been. I have spent the last 3 days trying the keto diet.
Keto diet.
Avocados are fucking expensive, but more expensive when you do this stupid diet.
Yes, right.
Because, you know, you can eat a whole avocado. They promote that.
Well, I mean, I've been doing ab workouts and stuff at home, but I just haven't been to the gym.
Yeah.
I've got a pull-up
Really?
bar here as well that I use, but
Everyone, exercise of the morning before breakfast. Really good way to kick the body into a healthy zone.
oh yeah, because it burns instead of burning off what you've eaten and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it actually burns off unwanted fats and stuff because you've slept most of it and you haven't eaten yet.
So I'm not looking to build muscle. I'm trying to get rid of the Christmas pud.
Yeah, I'm trying to define the abs more. I'm losing it after not going to the gym as much.
And it's just horrible. It's just horrible. So,
Well, I mean, I'll be starting touch footy
Oh,
again soon,
nice.
which I think has helped me in the past. So
that's good. That's wonderful. Congrats. You do that.
well, I mean,
never
if
really-
there's a spare spot, might ask you if you want to play, Carl.
Possibly. I'm very uncoordinated at football.
Honestly, it won't matter.
Fantastic.
You just gotta be able to catch a ball and run forward, then that's all that really matters.
Catching a ball. Oh no, you did not see me through high school when I got asked to join in on the footballs, and it was just atrocious.
I will admit, I will laugh if it happens the first time, but I'll get over it.
It will happen the second time and the third time after the first time.
We used to play.
Yellow.
We used to play touch footy all the time, didn't we, Luke?
Till I fuck my knee up.
I'm thinking like high school and stuff. As
Oh
well.
yeah, we play it like every day.
Fucking every day, like
Yep.
in lunchtime and shit. Even like,
Like recess, touch footy. Lunch, touch footy.
yeah, like even 30-degree. I remember that one day it was fucking hot as. And we were like the only ones on the fields playing touch
We'd
footy.
go to
No one
fields.
else was on the fields because it was just hot. And I remember the teachers were like, "What are you guys
Are you
doing?"
guys crazy?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Luke has had some bad experience with touch footy in the last time.
Yeah. Started playing touch footy again with these guys. It's like 2 games in. Dive, fracture my shoulder. I was off for like 3 months. Come back, it's like another 2 games in. Tear my ACL and cartilage. It's like, maybe
It's
touch
never been
footy's
right
just not for me.
Never been right since.
I used to be fit, now I'm fat.
I mean, we were that close to just putting him down. Couldn't
Should've.
contribute.
Probably-
Should put him down.
Probably should have. Yep, it's for the best. Too late now, though. I'm coming
I
for
don't
you.
know about that. I don't know. Can you run away?
No.
So I like how you guys made yourself your own little list.
Huh?
I like how you guys made yourselves your own little to-do list.
Hell yeah.
Put my threads out there and they're just all there connecting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not connecting, but they all relate.
Well,
They're all over the place.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
it's just whether what we want to pursue. I mean, what would
Radian mentioned the trial. Do we know when that is?
the Cliffwell trial?
So
That's
the
the name
arch,
of the episode that I don't think we've heard about yet, have we?
Wait, what's
Well,
the name? Oh, the Cliffwell trial.
that's what we're about to get to in this next
Okay, cool.
next 2 hours.
Right. Okay.
Well, hour and a half.
Yep.
So once Joy gets back, but I'm sure we could jump on in and just go.
Let's just wait for him.
We can just wait for it. It's okay.
Just want to relax and have my tea.
Yeah. No, fuck that. Roll initiative.
Shit.
Son, just so you know, when I was in high school, I used to do the gymnastics stuff.
Wow.
I used to be able to.
Can you do flips?
I could do a double flip from the bars.
Holy shit.
Like, you know how the bar thing, you
Yeah, yeah, you go.
used to be able to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I used to be very flexible. And I could do multiple rolls into a couple of flips and progressive cartwheels. But
And now you just roll around
Yeah.
on the ground.
now just roll around on the ground. Troy fell asleep on the toilet. I'm not surprised. He's a very good boy. He's a very tired boy. All right. Welcome back to Dragon's Brew D&D. Let's get on back into our session. Welcome back, Joy.
Hello.
Hello.
What is chat saying about me?
We're just talking about the Olympic. Well,
Touch football. Did you get mentioned your thing, Luke?
Of course we mentioned it.
Fucking Luke loved touch football until something.
It was actually my favourite sport.
I know, like we had to do it all every lunchtime. We did it.
Yeah, we said this.
Yeah.
All of this.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm sorry.
So late, Rob.
Jesus Christ, missed the stories. You're the story time guy.
I know.
What the fuck?
Damn. Who carried the story?
we ordered.
I think it was like a team effort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you need. I guess 3 to
We
make.
all filled in your void.
Thank you.
It was a team effort.
Robbie won't survive that. What am I?
It takes 3 of us to ramble as much as Robbie.
What am I not surviving?
We don't know.
Trying to like go through this.
What was it? So it's
That
survive.
was good, eh? We used to play. Brad and I used to play mix and men's.
Well, I said I'm going to be playing touch footy again soon.
Yeah,
Mondays.
nice.
Oh, the next 1.5 hours. He won't survive.
Yeah, I did think that's what Viridian was talking
1.5
about.
hours. Oh fuck.
Yeah. So,
I thought Carl said the next 2 hours.
continuing on. As the morning has turned to dark clouds as the spring rain begins to pour in your discussions, Ikram looks over to the window and sees there's a raven there pecking on the glass. As it tries to make its way into the door, in through the window, you see that it has a flat parcel wrapped in an oil skin strapped to its belly underneath it, and looks at you with one eye, with its head turned, one eye looking at you, goes "Ah!" at the upper window just on the stairs.
Does Ikram take the thing, or since he noticed it?
He does. He gets up and goes, "Oh, hello, little fella," and opens up the window. And the bird kind of flutters in, lands on the ground, and then hops over towards the main group. Goes, looks at you
Just
all.
ignores him.
Just ignores him and just goes.
He's just like, what the hell, man?
The raven then opens its mouth wide as you as the raven then speaks in a familiar voice. Leozin sends his heartiest congratulations. Please use the gift this bird brings and meet me in Waterdeep as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. So what's this gift? It's just like tied to its leg, is it?
Yeah, it's just tied to its belly. It looks like it's a little wrapped oiled skin, a little pouch in it,
Oh, yeah.
and the bird waits
Take that.
patiently.
Take it off the bird.
You see the
Mhm.
parcel contains a very carefully folded teleport scroll, which has the connecting sigil to the Fields of the Dead in Waterdeep.
You say a teleport scroll?
Teleport scroll.
Okay. I am going to bag that teleport scroll and start making a teleportation circle. Because who knows when that teleport scroll will be very useful if we need like an instant get out card. Yoink. So that was, what's her name? The leader of the Harpers.
Amelia.
That's the one. Well, so what time is it, did you say?
It's about noon.
Okay.
The bird looks at you just.
Ikram goes up and
Hello.
just pets it and just like, you've done a fine job today.
Then flutters off.
Well, it sounds urgent if she sent a teleport scroll. These are quite expensive.
Okay. Well,
Shall we head off?
I mean, yeah.
We can
I guess.
return within an hour if needed, but
I mean, as you said, it must be pretty urgent if she does send a teleportation scroll. So
don't eat
Well,
the
yeah.
raven.
it's a pretty subtle message to say, use this and get here instantly. So we can decide what we need to do after this. This might lead on to other things.
So I start casting teleportation circle.
All right. As you draw on the magic,
How long does this take?
a minute. Oh, 10 minutes.
Wait,
Sorry.
hold on. Sorry, I'll check that.
I was gonna say a minute's pretty quick to draw a teleportation circle.
It is a minute.
Wow.
You were correcto.
I don't know what we're gonna be going into. Does everybody have their stuff? If we need to go somewhere straight away. If we need to travel to an uncertain area straight after this. Does everyone have their gear ready?
I'm ready to go.
If you're just going to Waterdeep, you shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, but who knows where we need to go straight after that?
We need to
says
put
we
a
have-
portal in our
Who says we have a chance to come back here straight away?
All I need is my daggers.
As long as you've got them on you.
And I always wear my cloak and daggers.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm the only one that needs to go get my shit. I'll be back.
Because they're only daggers.
We
like,
travel
why-
light.
Yeah.
We all have bag of holdings.
Yeah, that's right. That's the thing. I was like, I might as well carry it all the time.
At this point, Osha and Cyrus come in for lunch, and Ramsey's started to bring out just a plate food in and around the table, just to begin a spread.
We're just gonna be fucking off real quick.
We're
That-
always like fully clothed, even in the shower.
Well, no,
Ready
Belvin
to
doesn't
go.
have anything. He doesn't have like
I just have like the
on.
you know the cops. What do you call it?
Big
Whatever.
vest.
Belvin's
Utility
going to
belt.
the room real quick.
Whatever. Well, that's not called that. You know what they
Holster.
got, like the holster. Yeah. So I've got
Like
a
the-
holster,
Like
and
the
that's
shoulder,
all.
the shoulder strap holsters or the waist strap holsters.
Either way,
Both.
all I'm wearing is the holster for my daggers, and my cloak of just shadows is sort of just around me. If someone comes in, it quickly just covers the areas.
So it's like the upper
Covers
shoulder.
the bits.
It's the upper shoulder pauldrons with like the white furred collar and then the shadow down.
So what you're
yeah.
saying is Sandstorm's an exhibitionist.
Yes.
Belvin's gonna go get his stuff because everyone else seems to have their stuff on him, on them. Like, I don't think Belvin's only got like his common clothes on and shit at the
Come
moment.
on, Belvin.
Since you know,
This guy.
I actually need to gear up compared to you guys.
That's my secret. I'm always geared up.
Yeah.
While,
I wear a cloak.
Yeah.
while you're gearing up and Casimir is making drawing the teleportation circle just very slowly to draw it out.
Bentley, maybe.
Cyrus and Osa be like, wonder what you're doing. Be like, are you leaving again?
A short business trip. We should be back before too long. If
So-
not, I'll send word.
Cyrus pipes up. Oh, wonderful. Business trip to where? Then
Waterdeep.
you're going to Waterdeep. I mean, I'm like I told you when we met. I'm originally from Waterdeep. I'm a local. And Ursa goes, I've never really been to the city as well. I only grew up in a small town, small little farm hamlet of Golden Fields.
This is all you guys. Belvin's not there to help.
I think it's best that you two should stay here for now, while the situation remains uncertain
Oh,
with the recent attacks and all.
Is that when Don't Stop Bleeding starts? I'm just a small town girl.
yeah.
And
Okay, well, hopefully one day. And Cyrus turns and goes, yeah, till then, let's just enjoy the peaceful life we have here. And they sit down and have soup and bread and some cheese and biscuits while you guys get ready. Melvin, up in your room, you
Don't
are.
let them go, Viridian, because Kyle will kill them if we let them go.
So Belvin's gonna throw on his armor, and it's not really that kind of great armor or anything because it's just stuff he can fit on him at this point. So it's just kind of light stuff, really. And he has his adamantine armor that doesn't fit him. He's got to the one side. And he has his shielding light just next to it. And then he has his greatsword that he has right next to that as well. But it's just been hung up. He hasn't really taken with him yet. And as he stands there and he gets ready and he's looking at his sword of Serpenthelm, he's just like, don't think I can wield you at this point. And then he's gonna grab the greatsword and strap his greatsword on his back because I don't think it has a
Scabbard.
scabbard at all. So he's just strapped a leather strap and tied it onto him, and then he's gonna walk out. He's not bringing his shielding light or his adamantine armor
Damn.
because he doesn't feel like a serpent helm at this point in time.
But he's literally got a serpent's head.
It's not a serpent. It's a dragon.
Draconic, and dragons are lizards.
And lizards aren't serpents. Totally big
They're
difference.
reptiles. It's the same thing.
Ikram at this point yawns and goes, I think I'm gonna stay here. If anything happens, I'll be able to contact you and take care of the keep. All right? Just in case something happens.
All right.
Yeah, nice.
So Ikram can look after the place.
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, okay, well, Belvin will kind of, and also Carl, I don't have control of my token.
What do you mean? I'm a tiefling as well.
What?
Just chat.
It's not racist. It's just you saying serpents are the same.
Isn't that
Oh,
right?
the serpent.
Yeah, that's what it was. Maybe you just treat them all the same. Maybe the opposite.
Like dragonborn, lizardmen. What's the difference?
Wow. Wow. Anyway, Belvin's gonna come.
You haven't been Dragonborn enough to be offended by that yet.
No, I'm not. Brad is offended by it.
Uh,
Belvin's kind of only just walking in.
He's
so,
like, huh?
He's just like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Wow.
And you guys don't see Belvin as armored up as he usually is. He's just kind of thrown together bits and pieces that he found that could fit him.
Thank you, iTorrent Games, for the raid.
Hey, thank you.
Thank
You
you.
need a raid response.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you dabbed. You dabbed, don't you? Yeah, that's right.
I'm
You
sorry
dabbed
for
too, from what I heard.
I've never dabbed, never will dab.
What was that at your wedding then, mate?
Oh, there's no
This
evidence? Where's the evidence?
You were the chosen one.
That's perfect, actually.
He was just supposed to destroy the dab, not join them.
Okay, so hold on.
Missing piece of the desk. I didn't have it on the desk. There we go.
There we go.
Right foot.
All right. So as you all gather into the teleportation circle, Casimir finally finishing it. You are instantly shifted, as if pushed from behind. In a sudden ring of light, as you've stepped into this space, you then shift
To the what is that? The graveyard sigil.
the graveyard sigil of Waterdeep. And I'm just going to put you Waterdeep here.
Tightened.
I looked down the keyboard. At least the keys were next to each other. Like, how the... You know, if you fuck up a letter, you look at the keyboard.
It's just like all the way across the other side.
Across
like,
like, how did I do that?
what the fuck?
Thank you so much, iTorrent. Thank you.
Like teleport?
You guys teleport. You find yourself. If I can work my magic, because my computer just decided to be slow right now. As the world lurches and you arrive in this dimly lit chamber, standing in an arcane circle, you see around this space includes a small study alcove and a cot for its attending mage. At the desk of the study, you see a pale wisp of a girl. As the magic fades, she excitedly stands from behind her desk, rushes towards you, and bows. Welcome, my lord, Bright Candle, Desert Legend, and Bright Candle Casimir. I've been waiting for your arrival. I see Percy made it to you without a worry. She raises her head from the bow. You note her tired eyes, and there's ink marks on her brow and cheeks. A dedicated scholar.
Have you seen this person before?
And you are?
Oh, I am. I'm Thistral Meladrin. It's wonderful to meet you. I am now the caretaker of the Waterdeep sigil here. It's a great honor to meet you. Meet you both.
Pleasure.
Oh, let me get the door for you. wise owl Leosin told me to direct your course to your manor in the North Ward. I'll contact him and advise him of your arrival. I'll be sure to. I'm sure you'll be able to navigate your way there, but just in case, you can always hail a member of the Porters and Carriages Guild. If you ever need, if you decide walking is not the best thing, and a dragonborn at this time. Hi.
Hi.
You are.
Hello. I'm Belvin.
Aren't you? I'm sorry, Bright Candles, but aren't you meant to have 2 humans in your party?
Well, one stayed behind, and well,
Formerly.
he was a human. There's been some complications recently.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Here, let me get the door. And she heads on over to what seems to be a solid wall, and then speaks a phrase in Sylvan. It sounds like Elvish, but it's a very, very much more complicated phrase word. As the stone then shifts forward and slides to the side, you are welcome into the beautiful gardens of the City of the Dead, the graveyard of Waterdeep. You see that only a few of the beautiful gardens have suffered scorch marks on this cold, misty day with the light drizzle of rain.
Scorch marks?
Scorch marks.
Is this in Waterdeep?
This is in Waterdeep.
It looks like you've had an attack recently. Is this by chance by the dragon cult as well? About a week ago.
That's what our reports are telling us. Correct. Yes, we were under siege for a few days. The city guard, the Griffin cavalry, and the Order of Magists fought a very hard battle, and through Harper activity as well, we managed to be of assistance, thanks to Mr. Altlander. I fear for the devastation beyond the city walls, but...
Yes, we had a confrontation as well in Daggerford with a rogue red dragon terrorizing there.
I'm so very sorry to hear that.
Luckily, we were able to vanquish it and restricted as much damage as we could to the area.
That's very fortunate. You're very brave. Congratulations. You should be careful as well. The City Watch has placed a curfew on all citizens, and a war tax has been pushed among us. Be careful as well. The City Guard has begun conscripting all willing and able to fight, so long as you can hold a sword.
And where are they planning on marching this army that they're making?
It's not an army to march; it's an army to defend. You can't march on dragons.
That's why I was curious.
Well, thanks for the warning.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
What's the quickest way to the North Ward?
The quickest way to the North Ward would be up the Dragon Thruway, which is a main road.
But with the conscription underway, that might be troublesome.
Well, you're with the Lord of... You are with the Lord of Rivercard, are you not? So you are a lord. Nobles are pretty much, not
unaffected.
Unaffected really by the conscriptions of the...
They don't get conscripted.
No. It's just their gold they wanted. But anyway, I shouldn't keep your time. And she goes back inside, says the phrase again, the stone wall closes and shifts back into what seems to be a rock, just a small bluff within the
Do I
within the
memorize that
field.
phrase?
Make an intelligence check. Do you know Sylvan?
I do not, but I have comprehend languages.
When you have to cast that to
Yeah.
know though.
But if I can memorize the phrase and then use it, I'll understand what it means.
Make an intelligence check. Tell me what it is.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah, so straight off the bat, you know it.
Sweet.
It is. What was it again? I had it. Oh, it's Gushian.
Gosh.
Oh.
Where did I write these down? Got so much shit.
Nice, very nice. So, as you leave the peaceful ground, you walk the roads of the city of Splendor, Waterdeep, once again. It's been nearly a year and a half since you last visited Waterdeep, truly, other than Sandstorm's little vicarious visits, and Belvin's little trip as well. You do see the roads are busy with people, and they seem to be more in a rush than normal, trying to get away from the rain. As you explore the city, you can hail down a horse-drawn carriage, if you wish.
Seems like a good idea. They know the way around.
Yeah, hail one down. And when you ask for Troll Skull Manor, the driver, Griff, goes, yeah, I know that one. Yeah, too easy. Jump on in and I'll take you there right away. Clear. Skies look like they're going to clear up soon, so should be all right. And he takes you for a ride there.
And pretty much when Belvin jumps in, probably rocks the carriage a little bit.
Carriage rocks and he turns around and he's just like, oh, we got a heavy set one. Mm.
He's just gonna.
Has
spell it to
Belvin,
him.
has Belvin got a hood or anything?
Nope. He's not used to wearing hoods. He doesn't wear a cloak or anything like that.
Sandstorm, can you give him some tips?
Yeah, you can have my old one, I guess.
Hand me down.
I don't need it anymore.
I mean,
Magical.
if you've got it on you, I guess I better put it on.
Yeah, I just go to my bag of holding and just pull out my old one. It's got a bit of blood stain on it still from killing like everything.
Can I
Killing
clean it?
everything.
Oh,
Digitate it?
Gather
yeah,
the blood and
fine.
fling it off the side.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sweet.
It's like, don't you ever
And it
wash
should be
your
pretty
clothes?
big as well, because I'm 6'8", I think.
You're tall.
Yeah.
But you're not like
Was
broad.
it 6 foot something? Yeah, not broad, so I'm not sure how it'll go.
If it can fit over my head, then that's fine.
Just wear it as like a turban or a scarf or something.
It's just
Like,
what it
wrap it
just
up.
You'll easily be able to get it over your head. You'll just tear it a little bit. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I'll try not to tear it as that much. Like try to avoid it piercing, like my horns piercing it. And
No, it have ear holes. Remember, your horns go straight through.
my horns go forward.
Oh, that's
Like
right.
they come out the side and go forward.
Fuck your vision.
They don't.
Yeah, it's
In
like,
my peripherals, they're not like
Yeah.
this.
I just think you're like a blind spot. You're like a fucking car, and then you got.
you need mirrors.
So,
But yes, I have with sandstorms. I put it over my head and kind of wrap it around my head area.
nice. So,
Seems like
located
guys myself.
as you try to hide the fact that you're a big hulking dragonborn.
Pretty much even. I have a tail, don't I?
Yep.
You're in the cart.
Yep.
People are giving you looks, and let's see.
They wouldn't see your tail if you're in the cart, right?
No.
If
You see it, Tim? Yep. People are giving you odd looks. Giving the carriage odd looks because it's so well lurched. But you guys,
How heavy are you guys?
Um,
I don't actually have the weight.
like
How heavy would you think your guy?
Sandstorm
60
would
kilos.
yeah,
Less than
Sandstorm
you
would-
think. Less than you think, because it's like I'm tall, but I'm
Because you're
not.
slender.
I'm
It's
very
like a bird,
but I'm very like I'm mostly muscle, right? So it's like
but you're lean.
I'm
You
lean.
wouldn't. I don't think you'd weigh that much still, because yeah, it's more. Not really.
I still would be
Lean,
like,
clawing machine.
I'd still be up to nearly 100 kilos, I think, because I'm just so tall. And like I have a tail.
You'd be at least 70.
Oh, at least that, dude. Like
I
like,
was thinking you'd be like.
Yeah,
85,
I'm like
90
70,
kilos.
over 75 now, dude. Like, fuck.
I think about 82.
I
was thinking
reckon,
about
I reckon in
85,
the
90
90s. I reckon in the 90s.
Yeah, it's safe to say 90s. So,
I'm
regardless of
100
weight,
I'm 125 kilos, so.
Wait, so we
Because
outweigh
I
you
need
because there's two of
you need
us.
to be heavier.
Sandstorm has like 6% body fat.
So, between located in the North Ward, between Denzolin Street and Saradun Street, you see this 4 stories tall establishment, boasting balconies, a turret, 5 chimneys. The recently refurbished building is one of the grandest in all of the alley. You see patrons stand along the porch, smoking pipes and exchanging gossip, while inside you see water deviants sit and enjoy their meals and drink. Once you go inside, you see a hexagonal table full of hearty gamblers, having a nice little familiar card game that you know called Gambit of Ord.
Is that the one we cheated in last time?
Yep.
You remember that? Yeah.
Because you just use illusion wizardry.
Yeah. You did like the sleight of hand. I did illusions.
Yeah.
And I also got a
Sandstorm.
Sorry.
Is this your place?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm on the wrong
Yeah.
thing. Oh fuck yes, it is. So we decided because the first floor is
Jesus
a good.
Christ, that's a giant.
That's gonna be one of the second Dragon Brew. What do you call it now? What do you call the first one?
Dragon 2 in?
Dragon Tuies.
Oh no. On that floor. That's right. There's actually technically 4 floors because the top one is where we have our secret meetings with people in Waterdeep. That's the
Important people.
here. We're gonna have like, we have guards and it's all soundproofed and it's all got it got sigils up so to block all magic and make sure no one can hearing us. Real secrety stuff. And the thing is, we can go if they're not able to come to our keep, we can come to them. And then the 3rd floor, that's all the fun bit. Look at that bed there, guys.
It's the fun zone.
Don't put a blue light on that
Where's
bed.
this one?
So,
Second.
By
Oh,
the-
Jesus Christ.
by the taproom half, a familiar half-elf plays a small Celtic harp. At your entrance, as you look around, he ceases to play and stands from his cross-legged seated position. Leosin Erlantha stands up and goes, "My, it's certainly been a long time, friends. I hope you've been well, and congratulations on all of your victories. Your names have spread through the Harpers like wildfire. As you can see, we've taken the liberties of help renovating the manor and staffing it for a estate worth living as well.
It's very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Am I there? I'm there, right?
Ramelia sends her regards. You're all there.
Okay.
For the moment, I thought it best to arrange the rooms for yourselves, and I've already hired a conjurer to work on the installation of a circle for you. But still, Troskull Manor is yours, and if you don't like the name, we can organize it to get it changed with the Guild of Estates and Titles as well.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a name so it's related to our keep. Because it's going to have ties. We're going to use some trading in here and the like.
No, of course. Casimir, you are required. At
Should we talk in private?
well, You think this room isn't already safe?
Well, who's around? We
You
don't
just
know.
see some. You just see some water demons. He goes, if it feels you'd be more secure upstairs in the greeting room, of course, we shall make a move.
I'll trust your judgment on this.
He looks around to all the staff and all the people, and there's each make a perception check.
They're all agents. 12.
You see a couple of crescent moons, but you don't make the connection until he really gestures it out. He goes, they're all under our employ.
Yeah, they're all agents.
Now, come, buy a table. He looks
Buy
over.
a table.
Buy the table.
What do you mean? Oh, sorry, I don't mean.
Aaron Hall,
We own all this. Isn't
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Buy a table?
he gestures to a table to set it and goes, looks over to a woman and says, Daisy, if you could bring us a couple of, bring us some light snacks. And Aaron Hold, if you could, a couple of ales, please, thank you. Takes you all, invites you all to sit down.
Dragon Brew came this far yet, or is still on its way?
Has not come this far.
I don't think we've even
We
made
have
our
some
own yet.
local. We have some local brew. We need to get some Dragon Brew in here soon.
You need someone to make Dragon's Brew.
Yeah, but
The brewer's
We did
dead.
have a dude
anyone
that
here?
died just like off screen.
Yes, he did.
Oh
It was from our
shit!
backstory too.
That's
Just got killed
right.
off- He just got off screen. Like, come on, man.
That was like because the whole thing.
Casualties.
The rubble.
I just realized this is now like it's not number 2 anymore because no one doesn't exist.
We've got an inn back at Riverguard.
No, but I mean Dragon Brew.
Mate, you can't make Dragon Brew here.
No, but
How would you import it?
what do you mean?
It's got to be an imported brew, so it's exotic.
That's
We could
that's
make
why.
it in the basement. We could brew it in the basement.
Import it from the basement?
What if you make it in Chult?
Oh, fuck.
No, not import. It could be have
Yeah.
local
Nah,
brew.
nah. Import's exotic. Brings in more customers.
We'll just have 2 barrels next to each
So-
other and we'll put a tag saying import, and they won't know the difference.
More important matters, fellas.
I think this is pretty important.
I think it is.
Casimir, you will be required at the Paragon's Palace this afternoon at dusk for the trial. That's all I know.
The
Eh.
Cliffwell's trial.
Yes.
Hmm.
A member of the Griffin Cavalry will arrive at the door to take you. You can either fly there with him or fly on the Griffin.
So you know
Either
how
way-
I'm flying there with him?
You will have an escort.
Very well.
And is it only Casimir who has been summoned there?
That is from our knowledge, that is correct.
It's related to my past.
This is a closed trial where only he has information, apparently. Has the only evidence that could completely support the accusations against the Cliffwells, especially Tiberius.
Well, I have complete faith that Casimir will be able to make it happen, have them convicted.
There's plenty for you to do around the city as well, although be careful, there is a curfew up. But since you are with a noble, we can also provide some of our own protection and guards just to wander the streets with you if you want to explore.
There might be something that me and Sandstorm can investigate.
Is that the side quest?
Possibly.
Nice.
Possible
Only-
side quest.
Only investigate though. We'll see. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'm not too confident in walking amongst the masses anymore.
We can possibly help you with that. We could assist you in having while you're in the city at least, a hat of disguise. It will allow you to change your shape, but the I'm sorry, the illusion will not hold up more than a cheap parlor trick.
So only sight when not looked into too hard.
Yes, all pass through. Your large size could be a problem to what it used to be.
He was quite large before. How much bigger are you?
I am 7
You were
foot
taller, you were
One.
broader.
and
broader.
I'm wider. I'm
you're
even
much
more
wider.
What
wider.
about your run speed? Have you tested the difference?
The run speed's the same.
Okay.
Just because I'm heavier to run.
But you got a bigger stride. Makes
Yeah,
up
so
for it.
that's why I run about the same.
Yeah, I
But
see.
But I can swim really fast now,
So,
like a crocodile.
there are some wonderful cafes around if while Casimir is away, you could take part in. I heard that I know, Viridian. Give me a break. It's these guys. They did wonderful work. They know you're gonna have to try it.
There's some really good roleplay at the start.
They'd appear in the first half. Who'd appear?
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Oh, right.
I assume it's spoilers.
Fucking
Okay.
spoilers.
There is, even though the city was under siege, there's still a lot of life to the city at the moment. They are rallying for cries for justice, the people. And to be honest, the nobles are getting choked up. Their puff shirts are getting tighter as the open lord is opening the gates now to allow the refugees in from the Golden Fields and other surrounding lands. To be honest, I don't think Waterdeep will last the next winter by itself. But
Well, I mean, we hope to do something about this cult invasion. I would even call it.
oh, I know we've been with them on this battle together.
Yeah,
for a while now.
we're hoping to hopefully make a move on it in recent times, maybe the next week. But we still need to find out the direct path we need to go.
That's very brave. While you figure that out, Casimir, do feel free to rest upstairs until you are called upon. There is room provided, and of course, Ironholt can bring you all that you want. Ronin as well in the kitchen can bring you any meal you wish.
Get the best dish they make.
Lamb mutton. Mashed potatoes and asparagus on the side.
Well, let him know that I have a pretty large appetite.
Oh, Ronin can work with that. With
Right,
that,
we're lodging here tonight, and then
Mhm.
tomorrow you're getting picked up, Casimir.
no, that's
Oh,
this
today.
afternoon. Yeah, that's this
Today?
afternoon. That's
Yeah.
like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
So I'll go and have a little short rest. And I guess while I'm waiting, and
Belvin's just gonna walk over to.
I'll refresh my
Just-
memory on everything I've been involved in with the Cliffwells.
Review your information, sort of thing.
Basically, yeah.
All right, so I'll give you that to review for a little bit. So-
Belvin's gonna go over to the bar and just be like, "I've been told that you can make up hearty meals here."
I'm only good with serving the drinks. I'm Ironholt, by the way.
Ah, Belvin, pleasure to meet you. And he's just stick out his arm.
Heard about you. I thought you were human.
You really need like something because every single person you're held back by this.
Some
Point attention. All right, you know what? Don't worry. About it.
some circumstances happened.
I won't be making your meals, but our chef and
Well,
master herbalist Ronin will. He's currently in the kitchen. You'll have to travel around. You'll have to come around the bar and travel out back to get to the kitchen.
Can you make Belvin look human? Is that possible, Luke?
I
They said they could give me a mask.
Like illusion. So
Yeah, I could.
so most of the time you just make him look like a normal Belvin just for the sake of it, you know, like just so you don't have to every single time go, oh, you're this. Like, get a stack of cards explaining it. Read this card, then we'll start a
Well,
conversation.
that's unfortunately the troubles.
He needs
I
one of those
know.
shirts.
So it's like, fuck.
I can disguise him for 8 hours. It's a 5th level spell though.
Yeah.
Nah, save up. Just save.
Just get it done with. You might be like this forever, so yeah.
Just get used to it.
Yeah, I might tell people now, I guess.
It's like it's alright, Melvin.
Or just
I
get
know the
up
feeling.
and go, everyone listen, attention. I am Belvin. I know I'm a Dragonborn. Died. I came back.
But I'm still a good
Dragonborn.
guy.
Just do it all at once and go.
So- Sandstorm and Belvin, what would you guys like to do with the next 2 hours while Luke reviews his notes?
I
I'm not
am
reviewing
gonna.
much.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna request a meal.
Okay, so you can order lamb or duck, or you can get pigeon pie. Although
Pigeon pie, please.
pigeon pie it is, but did you know there is a cafe not too far from here? It's wonderful. It does this incredible. It's all about the pastries and light meals. It's called the Sunny Terrace Cafe. I think the special today is a pumpkin pie with cream.
How come you're advertising another joint?
It's just really good.
Okay, I was
Well,
just curious.
maybe you need to enlist some of the people from there, bring more customers into here.
I mean, we're
yeah.
trying, but we're not officially open yet.
Yeah, it's always good. I guess you know you gotta be friendly with your customers, be stronger together.
We have been,
I guess it's a bit different to us too. Like they're not exactly the same. They're a cafe, you're saying.
no, that's a full-on business establishment. This currently is a front for members, but at the moment we're waiting on your decision, Mr. Legend, my lord, Legend.
It's Sandy.
Sandy Pants.
Nah, you can call me Sandstorm.
All right.
So Sandy Pants. Who said that? No, I can't stop saying it. I think it was you, Luke.
Probably.
Yeah, because originally this is like people can sort of
Just for
use this as a safe spot. What's the movie with John Wick? You know how like they could give like a gold coin, they have this safe place.
I thought you were gonna say if they kill our dog.
They
If
kinda
they
have
kill
a
our
match-
cut, then we have to hunt them
Imagine
down.
if they killed Anki this session.
Oh,
I don't think.
Rob be so mad.
I think the stream would rage if he died, and I would have to use True Resurrection on Enki.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rip gobbles.
Sorry, Gobbles.
Because before, like, I feel that it hurt even more because I'm like, I can't use True Resurrection on Enki. I could use it on Enki, sorry, Gobbles. The Gobbles is really dead because I could use that True Resurrection on our mother, can't I? Technically.
Good.
Technically, yeah.
If
That's
she
what I
wants to
mean.
return.
That's what I'm saying. I have all these
Yes,
options of like,
actually.
I could. I'm not going to be selfish and then just bring back Gobbles. So it's
Yes,
like,
that'd be the first time.
Gobbles, you're going to have to take. It's the first time.
The first time you're not being selfish.
They're not usually selfish. Like he hasn't. What have you done to be selfish? He's just a loner. He's a loner, man. He helps out
Well, he is
others.
now. Doesn't have gobbles anymore.
Oh,
So, if you two would like to go out and explore, you're more than welcome to. But having a light meal here, you can.
yeah, I want to have a pigeon pie, and I also want to try out the local ale and see how it goes against our dragon brew.
Roll a Constitution check.
Okay, we'll see. All right, yeah.
Oh, not bad.
It's not watered down. It's from previous experience in Waterdeep. You know that some pubs, taverns, inns water down their beers, water down their ales. But this looks straight from the cast. This is good, but not to the standard.
Yeah, so in my
Not to the
opinion,
new standard.
I have a sip and I look over to Casimir and Bell and I'm just like, wait, when Dragon Brew gets in here, everyone will be lining up at the doors for this. But we could sell, and then we can. And when it gets popular, we can start selling it to other local pubs. Imagine that if we can get that much content out.
What's if we can make enough?
I know we have to be able to make enough
Yeah.
to be able to do that. It only can be like a local right now.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like,
I'm sure you guys can sort that all out.
yeah.
Never been
I look at Casimir and
a big
I'm like, give
contributor
him a
in
nod,
the.
We'll sort it out, mate.
the nod, and then Casimir's just
That's,
and
that's
he
your
does
guys'
it.
business. I've
Yeah.
never been able to get into commerce stuff like that.
So, just for expediency, the 2 hours pass, and there's a from outside.
That's my ride, I guess.
coming into the building, dressed in golden half plate, is Elf, helm under his side and hand resting on the handle of his longsword. Looks over and spots you straight away. Bows, says, Cavalry Master Elivus. Nice to meet you.
Just say to the others, oh, well, I'll see you all later.
You go outside, and the griffin, much...
Yeah, well, just before he leaves, he's just like, "You're gonna do some fine work there, Casimir. I believe in you."
I'll do my best to make sure they never see the light of day again.
Works.
I'm not going to assassinate them, by the way.
So,
I mean, if it comes to it, it comes to it.
Next day in the news, Tiefling goes rogue and kills millions.
the
That's what happens
The
when
elf-
dragons kill everyone. Can't take it anymore.
the elf turns to you and says, usually Waterdeep is a no-fly zone for those not of city guard or of highborn ruler status. We can make an exception in this case, unless you want to fly alongside or on the Griffin. More than one.
You say there's another griffin. I see the griffin.
It's the Griffin Cavalry.
And I just literally, like, I'd hold it in. I'm like,
You've been drinking too.
Oh, have you actually been drinking?
what do you mean? I just had one
missed it.
drink.
Oh, okay.
Make a wisdom save and throw.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the drink?
Who? Which one? Who?
Sandstorm. As you notice this griffin outside, different colors. It's more of a bold head. As Gobbles was more
reminder, though.
a lion, bald-headed eagle sort of thing. This is more like a tiger mixed with a what's the word? A what?
Wedgetail?
Wedgetail. That's
I'm not gonna be one of those people that like try to. What do you call it? It's not gonna be a re. It's not gonna be a.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
you're
get a
not gonna-
rebound.
yeah. You're not going to rebound. Okay,
I'm not gonna rebound.
that's what the wisdom saving throw is.
No. I'm not gonna be a rebound.
Okay.
I'll do the wisdom saving throw for you.
All right. Oh, thank you so much for the views, guys. Welcome. We're playing Dragons. You rebound.
Oh, I couldn't help myself. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty.
It takes Belvin all but a minute to bring you out of it by putting.
And I'm like, no, I was like, I know. I'm sorry.
I would like slap him out of it, but I feel like that would hurt a bit.
I miss doubles so much.
Well, Sandstorm, instead of sitting around here kind of wallowing in our own sorrow in a way, maybe we can go out into the streets and maybe find some leads into this mission that you have here.
Oh.
Not dive too deep into it, but maybe find out any extra information we could find out. Since while we're here, and I did say if we do find ourselves here,
Yeah. Did you want to
just kind of pass
yes,
the
check
time.
out the sewers?
All right.
We could,
You bring
we
your gumboots?
we could scope it out. Not really.
Just sort of see how.
Yeah,
'cause
don't
I haven't been
engage.
here for a while now. How long's it been? You reckon since I've been? How long's it been since I've done the mercenary work? Since we started the campaign, I guess.
Yes, this is a campaign, but during a year break, you came here a couple of times.
Yeah. I checked the route. Yeah, I know there's the quick routes as well, so I got it all mapped out.
All right. Well, we're just going to investigate where we possibly need to go and stuff.
What do we get if we? So what do we have to? Because they said killing them is an option. What was the other option?
Stealing their goldfish, which is apparently their vice.
Right.
Goldfish.
Their goldfish. But to Casimir, we pan. As Casimir takes flight with this Griffin rider,
Just flying, yeah, with escort.
you head down towards Castle Waterdeep. And I'll just change the page for you real quick. Just hold on 1 second. Stand by.
What if the Cliffwells pull out like a reversal card and then I get on trial?
Oh.
We activated their trap card.
Shit, and I'm just like, +4.
Then it's a double +4.
Oh shit.
So, sorry about the wait.
Well,
It stands above the city on top of a great bluff that extends out from the mountain on the edge of Waterdeep. Its towers soar hundreds of feet into the sky, and it surprises you to learn as you fly by the towers, this aren't where Waterdeep's rulers reside, nor from where the city is governed. The cavalry rider looks back at you and shouts, "The castle was and is a redoubt of last defense should the city be attacked again. For well over a century, the ruler of Waterdeep occupies the Palace of Waterdeep, also known as the Paragon's Palace." As you do a flyby after the castle, head back north, and as you head north, there is a smaller fortification. Though not quite as large as the castle, the palace is definitely far more comfortable and lavishly decorated. You see that there are flags of blue and purple. Its mascot is a griffin, depicted in gold. These borrow colors from the city's flag of green, white, and gold, but also reflect the once proud Griffin cavalry as their pride and joy. Now a former shell from the fallout from the cult's attack of Waterdeep. The damage to the city is minimal, but you can tell that the cavalry had made their sacrifice. Elvis points to an extended balcony on the third tallest tower of the extravagant palace, where 6 more Griffin riders await in a formal parade of welcoming. As you land, their gold half plate shines in the daylight that has begun to break from the clouds, while complemented by the ruffle of their white and gold formal undergarments along with their long red capes. You see that the lances that they hold point towards the sky at attention, and one rider appears from behind the tower's entrance curtain. A human built, while also having graceful features of an elf as well, and shorter ears. Mm-hmm. A half-elf nods towards you and gestures with a bit of a head nod and walks you inside.
Follow along.
As you come into a comfortable sitting room, fit for kings and queens, that you basically brush straight past to a spiral staircase as you then descend up. Plenty of portraits from past rulers line the walls. The half-elf turns to you and says, "You know this is going to be a closed trial. It's just going to be yourself, the accused, and the masked lords."
Is Lady Remilia going to be present?
Lady Remilia will not be present. Yeah, this is the entrance to the trial room. And as you come to the top level on the spiral staircase, a circular room of green and gold. That then looks into an arch draped with a purple curtain. Through the curtain, please, sir.
Pass through.
As you pass through, I'm going to just put on something just a little bit more tense.
Oh, she.
Here we go. Nope, not that. Sorry. Oh, that was bad.
Sandstorm, that's the wrong tune.
I'm not that good yet. I don't even play half the tune. Can you use illusion magic to make me sound good?
Yes.
You just play like
I play for you. It's all a scam.
you play Theodore's tracks. I'm just like, I got this.
As you go through the curtain, you see a circular room of green and gold. 6 arches on your left and right peer out into an endless night sky with moons and stars shining in the distance. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh shit.
What'd you get? 9. You are compelled to tell the truth, all truth, nothing but the truth.
Well, I came expecting that.
Yeah. You know this as a zone of truth spell. Powerful one. As you come through the curtains, you feel unseen servants basically close up the curtains that go nearly as hard as stone. In the center of the room is a raised round platform, etched with arcane runes. A beam of blue light shoots up to a single large gem in the roof, the size of a silver platter tray. Within the light is a man with handsome features, thin beard and lush-styled hair, brown and grey. Incredibly well-dressed and afloat in this light, slowly rotating. His body looks like it's stuck in stasis. In front of each window, though, stands a 6-foot-tall figure in high-collared purple robes of lightning. They wear bucket helms resembling some sort of face. Each of them the same, though. An amulet hangs around each of their necks, showing Waterdeep's flag. As a man adrift in the light just turns, you see his eyes dart down towards you. He struggles for his mouth to make a scowl.
I'll just give him the death stare for a bit.
Memories come rushing back from those days in the cave while your mother was tortured. From the 6 figures in unison, you were addressed. All at once. Mage Casimir of Riverguard, you are hereby called upon to testify against Lord Tiberius of House Cliffwell. Sources claim him responsible for occult funding against the great city of Waterdeep and the realms of the north. Lord Tiberius Cliffwell, you are accused of the following: blackmailing of officials, bribery of officials, murder of a lord, official, and nobles, use of magic to influence lords and ladies without consent, use of magic to influence officials without consent, brandishing weapons and magic without due course, espionage, fencing of stolen goods, forgery of official documents, hampering justice, treason, use of magic to influence officials without consent, assaulting assaulting citizens, blackmailing and intimidating, kidnapping of citizens, damaging of property and livestock, murdering a citizen without justification, murdering a citizen with justification, slavery, use of magic to influence a citizen without consent. All the figures then face back to you, Casimir. Casimir of Riverguard presents himself as evidence against you. Both minds will be read and cross-examined before judgment be passed. Casimir of Riverguard, we shall now ask you open up your mind to us as we dive deep in search of what we seek, unless you wish to testify in your own way.
Kaz will nod and say, why not both? You can verify my own testimonies.
With due haste.
If you'll allow it, am I permitted to cast an illusion spell to recreate my memories for all to display, for all to view?
You see, one of the figures pulls out a small wand and gives it a swish in the air. You feel connection to magic realign again. It was very subtle, but it's there again.
Okay. And then I'll slowly pull out the cube and then begin casting a major illusion just off to the side and recreate like my memories from like within the cages and of the discussions between Tiberius and the cultists, and basically all my memories of like the slavery and that like torture and that sort of stuff.
You remember all the conversations.
Just what I remember.
Starting the vision off with you in the cage, across from the chained tortured that was your mother. Her likeness to you, uncanny, grey-skinned, curling back vertical horns with a head of messy dark hair of midnight sky, wings of black feathers now crimped and broken, bound, crippled. Face looks down at the beautiful young boy she's tried so hard to protect. You're ripped from the cage by a young Tiberius Cliffwell. As the maester approaches your mother to reapply a fresh needle into the space between her clavicle and shoulder, deep within her body, she cries in pain. As you're basically restrained, the young Tiberius. The only thing different is the grey and the beard. Age has been a good friend to him, apparently. Oh, come now, Miss Kazuna. You'll become accustomed to your new life. For you are now in the service of the great Queen of Dragons, so you best behave if you want him to live. Tiberius then turns to the dark, raven-haired woman. Silence her if you have to. Gag or cut out her tongue, I don't care. It then shifts to that of McCall sitting on the windowsill looking in on the Cliffwells only a year and a half ago, in open discussions with a black dragonborn, Resbear, on their plans of the Horde going to Neater, to then the whole campaign of Schultz to sacrifice the noble warriors for the cult's own means, to cull their enemies. the raids across the north, greenest even. Massive treasure hoards with letters addressing them as beneficiaries. That mind is then pierced. A sudden spike in your brain as you feel the presence of another being sorting and shifting and filtering through all your memories. Your entire life being witnessed as you demonstrate this major illusion.
Yeah, I assume that'd be pretty unsettling, but I'll allow it because I know how important it is that these guys are locked away, basically. Or removed from the picture.
It only takes about a minute as all the faces turn to each other and back and forth during that time. All at once, these treasonous acts, given with evidence provided today, hereby sentence you to immediate death, Tiberius Cliffwell. Do you any last words? Tiberius was able to move his mouth then. I should have killed you, boy. After Kazuna became useless. You're all fools who will be unmasked in flame and blood.
Maybe, but you won't be around to see it, Tiberius.
Make a perception check. You see he... Okay. You see he currently wears a black fur-lined black cape. Yeah, black cape. And it sort of billows around him. There's a flicker in the blue light as he then takes on a great smile as his arms then shoot out to the side. And a cloak billows with a red burning aura as he turns to you and says, "Too late."
Can I cast a spell?
As he throws his arms out like that, casting spell at the same time. Roll initiative.
Oh,
damn.
Does that cape look familiar? Would that cloak look familiar to Casimir?
Fuck's sake, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
Wouldn't they?
Oh my god. Can I take the higher one? If I use inspiration?
You can take the higher one.
Okay.
I'm only saying that because when you said it flashed a red cape, I wasn't sure if he's actually wearing like the devil coat or something like that. I was just like, oh, what are the fucking odds?
Well,
it's like
actually, as that black cape billows and produces its fiery aura, the silk, the nice black silk, burns away to a scaly red cloak.
It is it. God damn.
So it is it. Okay. Or it looks like it. I don't know. I'm just saying Casimir
Very
would
similar.
recognize it if it was. That's all.
Sorry, I'm just gonna make this.
Damn.
Yeah, the Lords of Waterdeep get the rug pulled from under them.
I mean, do they get an initiative?
I do get an initiative, but
They're probably just like kill him instantly. I'm like, oh damn.
okay. So you're going for the 11. All right, cool.
Yeah,
So-
he beats me.
He beats you. But you see, Fiend's Embrace turns completely as from silk to scale. They are all of the masked lords are taken aback at him as the cloak billows out and the blue runes that were holding him there flicker out and turn red into a more unrestricted state. As he then slowly floats down, he looks towards you instantly and then just screams. The scream doesn't resonate from his voice as he opens his mouth. you see the cape itself kind of erratically billow. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Wait, is that a spell?
That's a spell.
Intelligence saving.
Ah,
throw.
if
Don't
it's a
see
s-
many of them.
If it's a spell, can I? Is it targeting just me?
No.
Okay.
You see, like, as this scream kind of goes out and pierces into your mind, all of the Masked Lords begin to clutch at their head as they can feel the same spike driving into theirs.
Oh, counterspell. If I can feel the magic, I'll counterspell it.
Counterspell away. You feel the magic in the air as magic was re-given to you.
I am going to use one of my 5 nat 20s.
I should have noted this before, but this is quite pivotal plot roll. So there's no nat 20 on one of these rolls.
Yeah.
This is one of the very few in the game.
Can't cheat through this one.
Can I use an
This is one-
advantage?
This is one where you can't use any donations.
Oh. This wasn't in the disclaimer.
An important moment.
Oh wow.
Counterspell is a spellcasting check, correct?
Yes.
That's intelligence. Come on, earn Jesus. Oh, 21.
As the psychic scream is blasted out from the cloak, all of the lords begin to clutch at their heads. As you feel this pressure invading yours, threatening to completely blow your head up. How do you counterspell it?
It's just like, no. And I clap my hands together, and it's like a wave of silence just surrounds him and goes back into the origin. Like it just erases the magic.
Nice.
And as he floats down, he looks towards you back in disbelief, and it's just like the flicker of the light as he turns around towards you and says, "Damn you!" The red light then flickers back to blue, and he's held and locked in place. His face facing towards you, his lips barely part as he cries, "Delilah, finish this!" and gets sending off.
Delilah.
That's his wife.
The Masked Lords stop clutching at their head, look at what happened, and one says, "Ikavash," meaning, speaking Ikavash in a draconic, in a form of draconic.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that the gem up above, Tiberius, quickly begins to shoot out these beams of crimson red. These crackling energy blasts from the gem overhead strike his form, and with each, a part of him turns to dust. And with a matter of seconds, he turns to dust without a peep. As the statue itself then gone.
What about the cloak?
Cloak drifts lazily into the space, unaffected. The magic seems to bounce, but the cloak itself begins to rivel up and begins to form into a spectral being of a large pit fiend. Fires begin to rage within the contained area as the blue runes are put under intense stress from this devil.
How big is it?
The size of the red dragon,
Oh,
growing near in size to that.
Have you sent for help yet?
000. Hello.
Hello, this is the wrong number, I think.
Shit. Are we still initiative?
Yep,
Okay.
your turn.
You said it's growing. So how big is it at this point?
At this point, since it's missing half of its body, it is floating up in the air. It's tightly contained, but it's filling the top half of this field completely.
Shit. Well, can I grab a handful of coins and fling them out and animate objects?
You can, yes.
So I'll get, was it 10 coins?
10 coins?
Yep, 10 coins.
All right. So roll more as one attack, but make it an advantage.
Oh. So, oh wait, it's plus 8. What's that? 27, 23, 18. Just tell me if one misses. 18?
No.
Miss or hit?
Oh, hit.
Okay.
18 hits. 18 ZAC.
17?
18 ZAC.
Okay, cool. So, one misses. Only one. The 5 and the 2. Like the 5th roll.
Cool.
And one's a crit.
One's crit.
$70 damage.
70 damage as the coins begin to tear through the ethereal form of this pit fiend and then into the cloak itself that's remaining. The pit fiend looks at you and goes, "I will consume you."
Not again.
You feel that same fiery presence from this creature from under your tongue as when you figured out looking through the book.
That's right. Can I say...
You can talk.
I'm just looking for the name. Submit Lasgamaths.
At mention of the word, you see his fiery form instantly just pause and just the cloak itself floating around like wings reels in like a spider dying and then floats down. The spectral form of the pit fiend is absorbed back into the cloak as it then lands and then just floats unmoving, scrunched up. It's cloth.
Does it look like it's like safe now?
It looks like it's completely submitted as you just told it to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are all the lords okay?
All the laws are okay, but they're all taken aback, and one's looking at you just going, "By the nines, what are you?"
No, I'm Casimir. You just searched my memories.
You've done a noble thing here today. Waterdeep, the realm, cannot thank you enough. We will be in touch again to call upon you.
Next time, maybe search them a little bit better. Just a piece of advice, my lords.
If you had prior knowledge, you seem to know how to subdue this. This fiend.
We've had a prior encounter. Although this time went much better.
Which they would have seen anyway.
Yeah,
your
in my memories.
They were looking for memories to do with Tiberius.
Yeah.
It
That's
was.
true.
It would
If it
take a
was
long
anything
time to
else-
look through everything.
Yeah, if it was anything else, it was just like look for Tiberius.
It's keyword Tiberius.
And you know, Fiend's Embrace itself did shift to how you wanted it to look. It
If I
did
may,
not- Yep.
would you allow me to retain possession of this cloak?
You seem to be one who is able to control it. We're in accord to allow you to dispose of it.
You have my what's the word? God damn it. You have my thanks.
They bow, and the curtain. You hear the curtains behind you rustle invisibly as an invisible force opens it.
I'll just mage hand the cloak and yeah, walk out.
As you walk out,
Give him a little bow.
they all bow back to you. With Sandstorm and Delvin for the moment,
I think that went pretty well.
that went really well. That went really well. I'll get
Imagine
back
if all
to-
the lords got fucking assassinated. It was just
That's
like,
the thing, that
oh
was
shit.
fucked up. I mean,
Now
You
we're
were-
fucked.
yeah.
You succeeded by one.
I know, I was just like, oh my god, I'm so glad I
Well,
rolled
it's
high.
like, there's another. We can always just take over. And
He's
be,
like, we're lords of Waterdeep now, no
yeah,
worries.
just like we have prior experience.
We upgraded our keep to a whole city.
Wait a minute, is that you're saying you should have let him die then?
I don't think so.
Absolute chaos.
Alright, Casimir's got a pretty big ego, but it's not that big.
You don't want to do that. We got better things to do.
He's like, fuck,
So-
looking after a whole city, that's a lot of work.
I know, imagine you're just looking after a keep, you're gonna fucking Excel spreadsheets. And here's a spreadsheet for the whole city, and you're just fucking hell.
So, as Casimir leaves Paragon's palace to fly back, Sandstorm and Belvin, you're making your way around, just in a real quick look as you guys go to investigate. You come around a corner to a busy street. The rain has stopped and the sun has peeked from behind the clouds now. People have rushed to enjoy what little of the day and sun they can. On this particular street, a cafe holds majority of the business. And when asked, their new range of pastries and southern delicacies have become a wonderful distraction. As you head on to the cafe, taking note of its outside its outside tables directly in the sunlight, decorated like a beautiful terrace. You see the staff dance in haste around the packed tables, wielding trays with fine china, cups, and mugs. One thing that catches your eye is that of two black, lightly feathered wings, held up vertically and tied together by an oversized lace bow. I need you both to make a perception check. Okay. So as you both take in this sight, they're similar. You've seen wings in a way like this before. Casimir's kind? You set your gaze on, as they turn around, a somewhat familiar face. Casimir? It can't be.
Casimir.
Casimir. Not looking directly like Casimir, but the only thing is, other than the midnight hair, the horns that raise from his head curling back, these horns are decorated with brass caps with chains linking them together in decoration and standing out amongst the light brown dress that they wear, an apron tied around their waist with a black vest over quite fine feminine figure. You double take at this person, she notices you gawking at her. In a very polite, welcoming voice, she gives a slight bow and goes, "Welcome, sirs. Please do come in and take a seat if you'd like. Our today's special is axe beak leg with a side of boiled cabbage and raisin bread. Or if you fancy pie, it's pumpkin with cream." And then gives you a wonderful smile. Though you see through the smile, you realize an old scar on her bottom lip is covered by lipstick.
Oh shit. I'm like, hello, you remind me of an old friend. Do I know the place? Does your name always been Casimir?
Yeah.
Do I know that? Okay. You wouldn't know what's your last name?
Walker.
That's what I mean. Like, do you have a previous last name? You remember?
No, I don't know.
I don't think I know it,
Tieflings
yeah.
don't normally have surnames.
My brother and I grew up with him. Casimir. What? Do you know him?
Make a persuasion check.
So I'm just sort of talking about it, and then she sort of perks up a bit about it when I said, Casimir. Persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh, just when I'm asked the question. Do you know him? Okay. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh, what's going on?
1 turn.
Again, by one. I'm currently at work, but
What do you mean?
She works at the cafe.
No, I mean, like, I'm not talking about that. I'm just like, you know Casimir?
We understand this might not be the best opportunity to talk,
no,
but
my
feel
my
free. Feel
my
free to come to, and it's like only down the road or something from ours.
Yeah, it's like close, I think.
Yeah. To what's the manor?
Troscar Manor.
Trollskull. Trollskull Manor.
Name
After your
pending.
shift, maybe.
no.
Discuss a few things.
Thank you, but I must get back to work. I'm sorry. It's just they died in a fire when I was really young. He was my little brother, and my mother died with.
Casimir.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
There might be some things that
And she turns around and goes back to her work.
Whoa. Me and I look at Belvin and I just look at him and I have those eyes. Like, I give him another look. You know the looks I give. This look, though, is just like, holy shit. Because we've grown up with Casimir and we've known his whole life that his family's just gone. He has no family. And we realize this, did we find the part of the family? Like, because we're the only family he really had. And Ikra, I guess.
well,
Like,
it's definitely an interesting development.
We're going to have to tell Casimir he's going to have to come here himself, I think. We're not going to be able to get through to her.
I think we're definitely gonna have to bring Casimir.
She said I died in a fire, though. With my mum.
I know, but if you just turn up, who knows?
I didn't even know I had a sister.
Well,
Who
I mean,
knows? It
how
might not
did
be you. It
do
might be
you
another
know the
Casimir.
time when you were taken?
Yeah, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
have known I had a sister.
You were 5 when you were rescued.
This trauma does weird things to
I
you.
don't fucking know what's going on.
You're not here. You get out of this,
Get
Medic.
out of here, go away.
Get out of here.
And with that
Suddenly I
bombshell,
was scrying.
with that bombshell, we're gonna get out of here. as well.
Cliffhanger!
That's amazing. I just fucking so excited to go get Casimir and go, dude, he's not listening to us. You have to turn up and just go hello. And
Guess
then
who we found?
it's going to be like the TV shows, Find Your Family and shit.
It's just some stranger, doesn't look anything like me. It's your brother.
That's a halfling. What the fuck?
What a
Another sister.
Wow, that is so cool. To Casimir's past, I assume. Like another Casimir.
What a big
That's
moment
exactly
for
the
Casimir
same.
in all round.
Yeah, that was a Casimir show. We had a Casimir show.
Oh, yeah, rolled good for once. Yay.
Yeah,
In a
On-
clutch moment.
on a clutch roll.
Wow.
Normally
Big
that's
clutch
Sandstorm.
I know.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Ta-da, congratulations. But yes, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. It was wonderful. Wonderful to have this DM. Have this bit longer of a session, but thank you guys for hanging in
Did you
there.
say
with
wonderful to have this DM?
I got my second
have
win.
this longer session.
You did. Yeah.
It is pretty wonderful to have this DM, but like, don't float your own boat.
Pretty great.
It's really good to have this Sandstorm as well. He was pretty good.
Best supporting actor.
Everyone just promoted
Belvin.
themselves up. No, that was funny. Me and Brad just trying to roleplay so fast. Like, no, don't go. Oh shit!
And we have a little. We do have a sketch of her, and I'll be posting her in
That's so cool.
the chat.
What the fuck is going
It's
on? I'm
like-
so confused. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Casimir had no past. Like the longest.
Because I only had my mum.
I know it's so far,
And how long? Just how long were you in that cave for with your mum?
dude. This
Like
is cool.
It was
Months at least.
This is exciting. Getting some extra, like some Casimir lore now.
You were taken by Ikra and rescued when you were a wee
5.
toddler, 3.
Was I 3?
She said
remember.
younger brother, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yes, that means she's old. So you might have been like literally like 1.
What if it was like
You
Mum
wouldn't
and
even-
Casimir got kidnapped, but she thought they died in a fire?
I know. That's why it's just so good.
shit.
I'm actually very excited now.
Oh,
But then you said your old friend.
Let's
It's
do it.
like,
24
oh,
hour. Let's do it.
I can't. I'm so tired after like a 4 hour. Not even
I
a
said
4
I
hour. Oh,
I
I
woke
said
up
old
at
friend. Like
3:30
you're
this
my old
morning.
friend. What do you mean? Like I said, you're talking
yeah,
about.
because she thought I died, and you're like my old friend Casimir.
I
Like,
know.
what?
She was very. When I said it, she perked up. Can we go 24 hour stream? I want to actually see this interaction now
Okay.
between Casimir. What was her name?
Don't
Did
know.
she say her name?
We didn't
Don't
get
know.
her name.
She
Oh my
didn't.
God. We know where
Tiefling
she
number
works,
3.
So we can go on Facebook, look up where she worked. Stalker.
No.
Look,
You'll D-level.
Facebook stalk, he means.
How do you stalk? How do you Facebook stalk in D&D world?
You don't.
I wasn't thinking of Facebook stalking. I was thinking of like, do we just wait out the front until she finishes?
Like, hey.
No, I
She
think
runs.
we go. Can we just
What if she
message?
flies off? She's like, oh shit.
She just runs off from town. She's
Well,
like, "Fuck."
actually, no. Unless she's like a noble, she'll probably get arrested for flying.
Can we? No, I don't want to
Well,
be weird.
that was the
about it.
thing. That was the thing. Her wings were up straight, tied together in a bow, and clipped. If not clipped, they looked a little singed.
Oh my god.
Only
I think the only way to do it is to get Casimir right here, right now.
Unfortunately, you'll have to wait till the next episode of Dragons Brew D&D on this cliff well of a hangar.
Is the next episode called
Hey.
Family Reunion? Is that what it's called?
Family
It'll be-
feud.
Well, we've already had an episode called Reunions. Reunions Part 2.
Nice.
Reunions part 3.
What was Reunions Part 1?
Belvin and Talos.
Dallas.
Oh yeah, I hope it's not like that one.
Viridian's multitasking.
Where we found out that she was evil. That's all.
Viridian's currently in a stream playing
Yeah,
Viridian right now.
Viridian's multitasking.
Who
I don't
we're
know.
gonna go watch.
Let's go raid. Are we gonna raid? Are we?
Yeah, good.
We're gonna straight up go raid. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for hanging in with us tonight. It's been wonderful. It was a great first half of just on the spot RP, butter guys. I loved it. You all did incredible. So
Yeah,
you all get
that's right,
inspiration
Belvin.
again.
Oh yeah.
So you can have back that inspiration you got there.
Don't mind if I do.
And
We get a chance
Sandstorm.
to use mine, so-
It's been like an inspiration drought up until now.
So we're gonna go
Welcome,
raid
Ed
Almighty
Fandom.
Tales. I'm very excited for this raid as well. Thank
Let's
you
do
so
it.
much for hanging in. Copy and paste. spam it in chat. Dragons are in flight.
Do your shout outs and stuff.
Thank you so much. Catch us on the Twitters as well if you want to come join us on the Twitter. Here's our Twitters. Go for it. Join as well on the Discord if you want to have a little join. We've had a recent update to it thanks to the wonderful Sunarel. Thank you so much. And we're going to go for a nice little raid with Almighty Tales. So go watch our very own Viridian Knight play Asta the Fey Warlock. So until next time, friends, foes, and familiars, keep rolling them 20s. I know I will.
Shout out to Kyle.
The only, the best DM.
Bye.
Why didn't my raid come in?
Right.
No, it is working. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace.